Stand up, New York Giants fans. The voice is about 50% after last night. Tomorrow
Nice.
it'll be at about 20%
Nice.
as we complete day 3. Giants got 2 picks tonight, though. As we pick, I think, what are we at? 50. What are we at again?
57 and 89 for now.
Yeah, 57 and 89. So we got
For
2
now.
picks. Last night we got our corner with Deontay Banks. We both wanted the corner going into the draft. Tonight, well, you got to figure, Bad Dog. I think more than likely you're looking at center, wide receiver, possibly a linebacker, maybe an edge.
Yep.
Maybe double up at the corner. Who the hell knows? But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how it plays out tonight. But what's going on, my man?
Yeah, man. Last night I thought it kind of fell in the way the Giants wanted it to. Like I said in the video today, I think Joe Shane, I don't think he wanted to trade up, but I think once he saw those receivers going off the board, Flowers and Addison back to back, he didn't want a chance losing Deontay Banks. And I think that's why he made the move that he did. And I thought the cornerback was the most pressing need on the team. And again, I think the fall off from the top 5 corners in this draft to the 6 through 10 corners is much greater than the fall off between, what you would consider the top tier receivers in the draft to the next tier of receivers. So I fully expect the Giants to get a wide receiver today, and we'll see if they go center. We'll see if they trade up. We'll see if they double up in the corner, go defensive line. You just don't know. This draft has been insane, and I'm sure it'll continue tonight.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see how it all plays out. Going to say hello to everybody in the chat. Blitz56 in the chat. Sarah's in the chat. Will's in the chat. Amazing Guys in the chat. Andrew Christopher's in the chat. Hi, what's going on, my man?
Hi.
MV me in the chat. Thank you to everybody for being here. Sarah Small says Deontay Banks was an awesome pick. I love the pick. That's what I wanted before the night started. Thrilled with the pick. Cart Coach, what's going on? What's going on there? Rest, what's going on? Matthew Stein. Davey Anonymous wants his center. Bob Wells in the chat. James Vegas in the chat. Ryan D in the chat. But yeah, I think I saw that's why I asked if you went live, because I saw somebody in the chat say missed you at noon today. I'm like, oh, maybe Bad Dog went live. Yeah, I was working. Otherwise we would have been live today, but I had to work today, so that's why we weren't live today at noon. But excited to be back here with you guys. We probably needed the rest anyway, if we're being honest, Bad Dog. That didn't happen 1 o'clock last night.
Yeah, it's a long week for us.
It is
when we do that show every day, and then we cover the draft 3 days in a row. It is. It may not seem like a lot just sitting in front of a screen, but it does take a lot out of you. You're not getting a lot of sleep or whatever. But it is what it is. I did what I normally do: get up, eat breakfast, go to the gym. Got my kid a little bit, picked him up. I didn't have to take him to daycare, or he didn't have to go to daycare, so I picked him up early from school. That was a lot of fun, and now I'm ready to cover day 2 of the draft.
Can't wait. And Jamie Ward, man, I just want to give you a quick shout-out. Was unable to pull it up on the StreamYard, but stand up, new member. Welcome to the squad. I appreciate that, buddy. And Big Daddy with the $5 donation, otherwise known as the Philadelphia donation from yesterday.
Right.
After the picks of the Eagles and Cowgirls, we need interior offensive line. Schmitz. Yeah, we said that was – I said that immediately last night, after the Eagles made that pick, and then the Cowboys doubled up on the interior defensive line. So, yeah, and it's an obvious need. I didn't need that to happen for me to want to take a center in this draft, but that kind of just cements home with how strong of an interior defensive front the Eagles already had and how weak we are in the interior. Yeah, I would feel a lot more comfortable as a Giants fan if we leave tonight with a guy that we feel could be a starting center, Bad Dog.
Yeah, absolutely. You look at especially the Eagles, man, just beefing up the middle of that line. Their interior offensive line is pretty sick. They had a pretty damn good draft, and yeah, that's really been a weakness of our team for a long time. It's just been a rotating door of interior offensive linemen, and you hope. Andrew Thomas certainly looks like a staple, and I believe Evan Neal will be too. So we have the tackles, but we got to work on getting that protection inside for Daniel Jones. Definitely. We talked about it last night. Push up the middle is difficult because if you have edge rushers, you still have the pocket. You can still step up in the pocket. When that pocket collapses, the quarterback's in trouble. So the Eagles really beefed up their interior. I expect the Giants to do something tonight, to try to combat that. But we'll see. I think everybody's open. There's still a lot of positions here. And we'll see if Joe Shane, again, I believe if Joe Shane and Dable, if they see a guy that they want, they're going to be aggressive and go at him.
By the way, I wanted to share this, Bad Dog. I posted this today on Twitter, right? So I was looking at our schedule, and I was talking about how I think we should go corner. So I go wide receivers the New York Giants play this year. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Terry McLaurin, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins, Devontae Adams, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, I'm happy we took a cornerback. And lo and behold, Deonte Banks retweeted it.
Nice.
That was pretty cool.
Yep.
That was pretty cool for Deonte Banks, the first-round pick, to be like, oh, that, to retweet it, man. So I just thought I'd share that with the chat if you don't follow me on Twitter. So a lot of Giants fans were getting pumped up after they saw that. And he said he's in for a big rookie year.
That's the whole point. I mean, everybody's like, Giants got to go wide receiver. And I understand we do need a wide receiver, but you look at that list. I just look at the division. I look at the receivers that our opponents have, or our rivals have, and they're good. You need to combat that one way or the other, especially with a defensive coordinator that loves to blitz the way Wink Martindale does. It was the smart pick. It may not be the sexy pick, but it was a smart pick. And like I said, I'm going to believe in these guys until they give me a reason not to. That's just the way I'm going to look at it.
Yeah, I'm pumped up, man. I saw somebody in the chat ask if I've seen the interview. I didn't have time. Like, I literally worked. I ate dinner. I got ready for the stream. But I'm definitely going to watch the interview after this for sure. I'll probably even make a video on it. I love doing those reaction videos. So I'll probably even make a video to the introductory Deonte Banks press conference. See you goes, man. Thank you very much, man. He says, like the G-Men drip, gents looking forward to the rest of the draft. Let's go. Salute to the best duo on YouTube, the Mantana and Bad Diggity Dizzle. What's going on, CG?
Appreciate you, buddy.
And Big Smoke, man. I really appreciate that, man. Stand up. New member. Welcome to the squad, buddy. Thank you to everybody for being here. Toasty says, have to go bumper pool at 59. I mean, hopefully the Eagles go bumper pool. That's what I'm hoping.
Bumper pool. Is that one of the best names ever?
It's certainly up. It's in the top 5.
Bumper pool. That's
and
great.
Chris Bridges, man, I appreciate the $1 donation, man. Thank you to everybody for being here. Tank Dell in the second. I'm personally not in love with that, but I think I'm going to tell you why I think we should wait till the third for the wide receiver. But listen, if there's a wide receiver that's there that they love, like Mingo, if he's well above any other wide receiver and he's there at 57, I'm going to support it, and I'm going to be excited if we take a wide receiver. But I just think you could still get a good wide receiver in the third round. I think there's like 8, 9 wide receivers still left that I like. And I think at least one of them is getting 89. So for me, if you got Schmitz there at 57, I'm taking him. And I don't think Schmitz will be there, but you never know, man. Crazy things happen in the draft, Bad Dog.
They really do. And again, if they really like Schmitz, they can go up and get him. But talking about this with the corners, I mean, wide receivers, I think it's a lot of stopgap this year and a lot of prove-it deals with these one-year deals. Wide receivers are easier to replace than a corner. They're easier to replace than a center. You got one, you got a couple centers on a team. It's one position. You end up with 7 wide receivers for the most part on your team. So you hope you could find somebody in that gathering, in that group that says, oh, like nobody thought who thought Isaiah Hodgins was going to come in here and have the year he had.
Nobody.
So you never know, but that cornerback is so important, and getting a center is important too. So just because you take a wide receiver in the third round doesn't mean the guy's going to suck. It depends on a lot of things. We'll see how it goes. But I said, I don't care which order they went in. If the Giants walked out of 2 days in the first 3 rounds with a corner, a center, and a wide receiver, I'm going to be happy.
Of course.
Because I think those are the 3 most pressing needs in this team. But we'll see how Joe Shane plays it. He surprised us last year. The first round, I think, was pretty obvious. I think maybe the trade-up was a little bit surprising to move up a spot, but I think that cornerback was not a surprise at all. And Patricia Traina said that the Giants really loved Deonte Banks. But last year, who saw Wan'Dale Robinson? Who saw
you never know, man.
So you never know.
You never know. Just want to give a couple of quick shout-outs to my members. Colin Hayes, thank you very much. He says, dreaming about Brian Branch being added to our secondary, even though I know he won't be there. You could keep dreaming, Colin. Listen, you never know. I don't think he's going to drop. He'd have to drop, 25 picks? But, yeah, listen, as much as I want to go center in the second round, if a first-round talent there, if Brian Branch is there when we're picking, you shore up that secondary even more when you take him. So,
well, that's kind of what happened with McKinney. I don't think the Giants had any plans to draft Xavier McKinney, but we felt him in the second round. Like, there's no way we're passing on him.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if there's a guy that just happens to fall into their lap they may say, okay, this guy's just his talent level is just way above anybody else. We got to go that way. So,
Yeah. And Card Coach goes, damn, been almost 3 years. He's the man from Vegas, been supporting me from damn near the beginning. Huge Mets fan, huge Giants fan. He says, I remember when you had 6,000 subs. Can't wait till you get to 100K. You and Bad Dog have a friend in Vegas. Appreciate you, fellas. We appreciate you, man. You're always in my streams, always support
Absolutely,
me.
brother.
And I appreciate you, Card Coach, man. Thanks for being here, buddy. I know you want the offensive lineman because I remember last year you were going bananas, Card Coach, when the New York Giants didn't draft an early offensive lineman, specifically Gettleman's last draft. I remember you going crazy. So hopefully, for your sake, because I don't want you to lose your mind, we come out with a center either with pick 2 or pick 3 today. And I'm leaning that we will. I think we're going to take a center. Bad, I'm going to tell you what. I want to go center at 57. I think we're going wide receiver at 57.
I guess it'll depend on, again, we don't know their board. So it'll depend on who's there.
Yeah.
But it's very possible. Like I said, I didn't really care which order these guys went in. I think those are the 3 most pressing needs, but they could come out here with a corner and a defensive tackle. They could come out of here with a linebacker and a defensive end. And who knows? We really don't know. Because again, I think Joe Shane on day 2 was really, I don't think any of us saw him taking the players he took. I don't think anybody saw Cordell Flott. I don't think anybody saw, especially Wan'Dale Robinson at that point. So I know me, I certainly was a big advocate for Nakobe Dean in the 3rd round and Cordell Flott. So I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to knock Joe Shane. Joe Shane's done a magnificent job so far. So
there's still a lot of big names out there, Beto. You got Will Levis, not that we're taking him, but Will Levis. You've got Branch, who we just talked about. You got Porter Jr.
Yep.
Like there's guys that were projected to go in the first 10 picks of this draft, 15 picks of this draft, still on the board. So DJ Turner's an interesting name. A lot of Giants fans liked him as a cornerback prospect. He's still on the board. Drew Sanders, a potential pick at 57 for the Giants. Don't rule him out. He's a really good fit for our scheme. A lot of options today for the Giants. And Max on the Beat says, new nickname incoming, Big Banks. I like it, Max. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Well, listen, the last time we drafted a Banks in the 1st round, he ended up being pretty good.
He's in the Ring of Honor.
So let's go.
Timothy Underwood says, did the Eagles sell their soul to the devil? They've had like 3 first-round picks since they've had like 3 first-round picks since like 2009.
I think it means they've had like 3 picks in the 1st round since 2009.
They have like multiple picks every year. Yeah, because they're always trading down. They're always making trades. They got picks also for Carson Wentz when they traded him. But yeah, I hate to say it. I thought Howie had like a year or 2 where he was doing really bad there for the Eagles, and he turned it around in a big way.
Yeah.
But hopefully they fall on their face soon.
The year they drafted Jalen Hurts, it seemed like they were going to hit rock bottom there because they had that Carson Wentz contract, and the Jalen Hurts pick didn't seem like it made a lot of sense at that time with the way their team was constructed. And I don't give a shit what Eagle fans say. None of them like that pick. I don't care what any of them say. None of them liked the pick. It was pretty obvious. Go back and watch the reactions. But now they'll all tell you, oh, I love that pick from day 1. No, you didn't. I didn't. So
somebody said the nickname is Banks Bay. Did I say it wrong? I'm sorry, guys. But go ahead, Beto. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that was pretty much it. So when they did that, when they traded Carson Wentz, they turned their whole franchise around. That's why Howie's a good GM. He kind of saw that he made a mistake, and he's like, I got to fix this, and he did. So, Arizona kind of, not that Arizona's had the success of Philadelphia, but the same thing. They traded up to get Josh Rosen, and their GM said, whoops, that was a mistake. And then they went out the next year and they drafted Kyler Murray because he's like, this guy ain't going to fly here. And you got to take Kyler Murray. Not that they've had better success. They haven't had the success Philly has, but again, the GM admitted, whoops, made a mistake. So
another guy,
the Eagles, man, screw them.
Another guy that's available. I just saw Landon say Mingo or Hyatt. Hyatt's still available.
That's right.
A lot of people, and I think the Giants are interested in Hyatt. I really do.
Absolute burner.
They brought him in for a number of visits. They interviewed his quarterback. I think they're interested in Hyatt. I don't know if he's going to get to 57, but I think they'd be interested in him.
Him, Mims, Mingo. There's some pretty solid wide receivers that are still on the board.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hyatt's
Playboy Phil says Tank Dell or Mingo in the third, a center at 57, and MHJ in 2024. Marvin Harrison Jr., good luck with that. For us to get Marvin Harrison Jr., we're going to have to go like 3-14 because he's going to be a top 5 pick next year. He's a beast. So I hope we don't get him because that means we're going to suck this year.
Right.
Unless we sell the farm to go up and get him. But I'd love to have him on the Giants.
Absolutely.
As far as the rest of what you said, I personally would take Mingo between Tank Dell and Mingo. I know a lot of people like Tank Dell. I've heard a lot of people tell me that a lot of people say that they like him as much as Zay Flowers, but Zay Flowers was being overhyped. They're a similar type of wide receiver. But I think I'd go with Mingo if I had to pick between those two. Let's see.
A lot of people like Jonathan Mingo.
And Bob Wells says, I'm sick of people saying we have no wide receivers. This crew is not bad. I think we could be good this year. Yeah, I think we don't have a number one, but I mean, you hope that Waller's kind of that number one option, but we don't have that number one.
Maybe Hodgins blossoms into that number one.
It's going to be improved. It's certainly going to be a better unit. But I don't understand how people could expect to turn, like, literally, from a talent standpoint, probably the worst receiving core in football last year to a great one in 1 year. It's not going to happen.
Right.
Especially when you have all the other holes we have on this team. So I think it's about incremental progress and, improving throughout the roster. And that's what the Giants have done this offseason.
Yeah, with the salary cap, you can't just turn a team around in 1 year. You got to build it a draft. That's what the best GMs do. When you have good drafts, you have a solid core of players, and then you can sit there and get piece by piece, put it in there. But yeah, you're not going to just turn it over and have an elite wide receiving core. You're not going to end up with the Dolphins wide receiving core overnight or the Bengals receiving core overnight. It doesn't happen that way. Wish it did. I wish we were trotting out there T. Higgins and Jamar Chase or Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown or Jalen Waddle and freaking Tyreek Hill. I wish.
It wasn't a rich free agency class at the wide receiver position, and it wasn't a rich draft.
I don't think I don't know if there's an absolute number one receiver in this draft anyway.
There could be. Who knows? You never know at the position. But yeah, people did not feel like there was.
Right. I mean, one didn't go off the board until pick 20.
Yeah, and 2 running backs went before a receiver got taken.
And 4 tackles.
Yeah.
So
NY Giants 26 says, I want Tipman, my center 1. I get it. I get why people are more inclined to go with him because he's more athletic. That's the reason. Let's be honest. He was really athletic at the combine. He could get to the second level quicker. People feel like the Giants may want a center that could get out in space. So I think that's why a lot of people have said that they prefer Tipman. Josh Downs, Mingo, Hutchinson, Stevenson, I'll be open to. Doubling up at the cornerback spot. Interesting, NY. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
No. You don't know what the future of Adoree Jackson is, so it's possible.
The more the merrier, man. More corners, the better. I want gamers. Let's build this football team. Super pumped for Banks. Let's go, buddy.
I'll tell you, Chris, people are like, oh, we have no wide receivers. We got this, we got that. But if we didn't go corner, what does our secondary look like next year? Especially if they let Adoree Jackson walk. I mean,
I just told you all the wide receivers we're going up against. Imagine that.
Right. I just,
it would have been nasty. We needed to go corner.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we did. Carnahan says Banks is very soft-spoken, but quietly confident and very honest and straight to the point. He's ready to get to work, and I'm so hyped for him to be here. Let's go. Yeah, I can't wait to watch the interview, man. I'm going to watch it after the stream tonight when I'm going to bed. But I can't wait to watch it. I don't have an opportunity to watch it, but super excited for him. You could tell that he was really excited when he was posted on social media. I saw some of the pictures he took. So yeah, man, I'm excited he's here, man. Super excited to see that he's here with the New York Giants. He was the guy that I wanted. And I think his upside is through the roof. I mean, his athletic profile, I don't remember what the exact specifications were, but whatever he was able to do at the combine this year, I think it's the first time it's happened in like 37 years by a cornerback.
Yeah.
Like it was that insane. He was the 92nd percentile in the 40. He was the 97th percentile in the vertical and the 98th percentile in the broad jump all time at the cornerback position.
Yeah.
And you're talking about a guy that's over 6 feet. You're talking about a guy that can play man press. I mean, come on. And I understand, like, people say that he gets lost in coverage at times at the collegiate level, but bad dog. We have Jerome Henderson. We have Wink Martindale. We got Brian Dable. We got damn good coaches. So it's those guys' jobs to mold that
Correct.
potential into a damn good football player. And I believe they will. I think we got the coaches in place.
I think it doesn't matter the prospect. Every one of them has strengths and weaknesses, and it is the
Yep.
coach's job to work on the weaknesses. These guys come out of the college level, and adjustments for a corner are very tough in the NFL because these receivers, like I said, you may go against one or two NFL receivers a year in college, especially depending on where you play. When you get to the NFL, man, these guys are 6'2", 6'3". They run 4.3s. Their catch radius is insane. They high point the ball. They're super athletic. You don't get to this level without that. So they're going against the best of the best, and then you have to get acclimated, like I said, to the speed of the NFL, the rules of the NFL. It's tough. It's tough to be a corner. That is a very tough position. That's why they say you got to have a short memory as a cornerback because you are going to get burned. The best cornerbacks get burned at times. It happens. So, yeah, I did that video today. Forgot who it was. They said they're like, oh, I bleed Maryland, but he's Eli Apple too. Is what the guy told me. He's very grabby. I'm like, I'm not.
That was the book. That was the book on Porter. That was,
Right.
I think that was like the one determining factor why, in the end, I preferred Banks to Porter. Like, I think Porter got called for like 15 pass interference calls at the collegiate level this year. But the thing that was enticing about Porter, same thing. I mean, his ceiling's through the roof. His arm length 34 inches. You don't see that every day. So I would have been happy with either one. But I don't think Banks was nearly as grabby as Porter Jr. was.
There's a reason Porter fell. I don't know what it is, but we didn't think he was going to get to us at 25.
I think, and I thought there was like a 50-50 chance Banks would get to us.
Right. So, I mean, every time we did one of those mocks, it was rare that one of those guys got down there. And again, it just goes to show you that AI doesn't know jack squat.
Yeah.
They guess like everybody else.
And Michael White says, what'd you say, Bad Dog?
I was just going to say, I like that we nailed the Bijan pick for Atlanta, though.
Oh, yeah, we did. And the big one. Nobody had that. With what's his name falling out of the first round?
Levis.
Nobody had that.
Yeah, we had him. We had him. The only reason we had him going was because we thought we mocked the trade. New Orleans moving up and getting him, but they passed on him.
I think he's going to be off the board quick here in the second round.
I do too. You look at the player. Well, I don't know what I don't know.
I think I could see a team trading up to where Pittsburgh is right away and making sure they get him.
Yeah, is that right? Is it Pittsburgh, Arizona, Detroit? So that looks like it is. So Detroit could take him. Indianapolis isn't. The Rams could take him. Seattle, Vegas. So
New Orleans.
And then New Orleans is after Carolina. So in Tennessee, all those teams could. Well, I can't see Levis getting past Tennessee. I'll be shocked if he gets past them. All those teams could definitely use. Again, he doesn't need to come in and start immediately.
Yeah,
but
I think he's going to go. I think he's going to go very early in the second round.
I do too.
Yeah, and Michael White says Brent or Brown with the second. Well, you're sticking with the secondary, Michael, huh? With the second pick. I mean, I'm assuming you're talking about the safety with Brown. I'm a big fan of his. I think I'd go with Brown, but I like both of them a lot. Like Brent's was probably my target, Mike. If we didn't go corner in the first, that was probably going to be my target for the second. Again, measurables like Porter, I think he's like 6'4", super long arms. And he was kind of a guy that I thought could have been an outlier. That could have been a shocking first round pick because of that. But I'd be happy with either one of them if they wanted to double up in the secondary. It's not what I want at this point. But if they want to go hardcore there and make that a strength, if they feel those are the best players on the board, I'd be okay with it, man. You need a strong secondary with Wink's defense. But I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go – I think there's still a lot of good wide receivers on the board. And I would be very surprised if we don't take a receiver with one of these two picks.
Well, I can tell you this: if people were mad about the Banks pick, can you imagine if they doubled up in the secondary? That would really.
I wouldn't be pissed, but I don't think they're going to do that.
I listen again. I don't think there's anything they could do that's going to upset me, but I don't believe they're going to go in that direction. They really need to fix that interior offensive line. I think that's going to be. I mean, nothing's going to surprise me, but I think that's where they're going to be looking here in the second round. I think you have to shore up that interior offensive line.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point.
Yeah.
And Giovanni, thank you so much. Receivers of the NFL now have to come to New York to visit the Outer Banks. All right. I could rock with that nickname. That's pretty good.
It's one of my favorite places to vacation.
I've never been.
Banks. Oh my God, it's gorgeous, gorgeous.
I've never
down
been.
there in North Carolina, man. It's beautiful.
Not bad. Not bad. Bill, man, thank you so much, man. Always in the streams, always supporting, man.
Bill's a man.
He says, can we please trade up for Smits? It's been a decade of crap line play. Give DJ and Saquon a real shot at success. I'm all about it. I don't think they're going to trade this far up because I just think the price would be too much. But if he gets past, say, 42, 43, 44, yeah, I could see us making a move. I could definitely see us making a jump, depending on how. And again, I don't know their draft board. I don't know if they feel that if JMS is that much better than all the other centers. I will say this, Bad Dog. The only center they brought in for a top 30 visit was John Michael Smits. He's the only one. They showed interest in other players. Drew Scruggs is a center. He's kind of in the 4th or 5th round area. They did show interest in him, but I don't think he was brought in for a top 30 visit. The only one that was Smits. So, but like Joe Shane said, that doesn't necessarily mean they want to take him. It may be to potentially rule him out. Right. So we'll find out tonight exactly.
They also brought in Hyatt, right? They brought in
Hyatt.
I mean, so again, if one of those guys gets to 46, 47, maybe they pull the trigger on that.
I'm going to pull
Jalen Hyatt, I think, is raw. But again, he's so fast. And you know, there's a lot of upside to Jalen Hyatt. We don't have, I mean, Slayton ran a 4.39 out of college, out of Auburn, but you don't get faster as you get older. Now, Hyatt is a straight speed guy, and I don't really believe we have a straight speed guy. So that's definitely a possibility.
Let's go over the guys they brought in for top 30 visits that are still available that could go around this pick. Because I think they're going to do that. Because last year, you look, a lot of their draft picks were top 30 visits.
Yeah.
Marvin Mims, definitely a target here in the second round, potentially.
I would love it.
Kendre Miller could be a target at 89. The running back out of TCU. Not at 57, I don't think. Breesy's off the board. McDonald's off the board. Let's see. Drew Sanders, definitely potential. Definitely potential target here. Henley, 3rd round, I could see. Addison's off the board. Hyatt, definitely a potential target. Flowers off the board. I think Keon White's still available. So there's another one. Cam Smith's still available if they wanted to double up at the corner. Gervin Dexter, interior defensive lineman. 3rd round, perhaps. John Michael Smits, we talked about that. Hendon Hooker, I don't see that happening.
Again, you talked about it before. Maybe they brought in Hendon Hooker to find out about Jalen Hyatt.
Possible.
It's,
possible. Luke Musgrave could be an interesting guy. Maybe they look at him.
The only way I can see Hendon Hooker being a Giant is if, for whatever, he's not going to fall far enough for them. I think the Giants could look at, again, not a guy to replace Jones, but a guy as a backup in the 5th or 6th, 7th round, if that's what they wanted to do. A guy like Max Duggan from TCU, which I'd have no problem with them bringing a guy like that in as a backup in the 6th round. But it's going to be interesting for me to see where Hendon Hooker ends up.
Yeah. Honestly. I'm interested. I'm always interested to see where the quarterbacks end up. Levis, Hooker. I'm excited to see where they end up. Blue Monkey says, I'm happy with the pick. However, the thing with corner is tricky. Corners usually take a while to develop unless they are special. Let's hope he is. He may take a while to develop, Blue Monkey. And I hope not. I hope he's an immediate contributor and he's great day one. But if he does, he does. We still needed a guy to be able to step in next year because I don't think Adoree Jackson's coming back.
Yeah, listen, like I mentioned, cornerback I think that quarterback's the toughest adjustment. I think corner's the second. I think it's a very difficult transition. So yeah, he might get beat early on, but if he struggles for 2 or 3 games, can't be like, oh God, that was a terrible pick. And but yeah, hopefully he comes out right away and he's the man, like Sauce Gardner was. But Sauce Gardner was a top 5 pick. Deonte Banks is a top 25 pick. There's obviously a massive difference in talent there.
Yeah. Well, Sauce Gardner, insane.
Yeah. But that's you're talking about a 25th overall pick or 24th overall pick, I guess, because we traded up. But there's a major difference between guys that go in the top 5 and guys that go 24th.
Banks'
But
ceiling, though, I'll tell you, Banks' ceiling is sky high.
you never know. I mean, if you get the guy in the right scheme and you get the right coaching, you can see them develop. I mean, look at how many guys took a step forward with this coaching staff. Daniel Jones took a gigantic step forward. Dexter Lawrence took a gigantic step forward. So guys that kind of were wallowed in mediocrity, really weren't making a massive impact, made a massive impact under this coaching staff. These guys are good. These guys know what the hell they're doing. And, you know, I said it last year, the team loves playing for Brian Daboll. Yeah, that's really the best thing you can have is your guys believe in the coaching staff. The coaching staff believes in the guys. I don't know if the Giants ever believed in Joe Judge. I believed in him. He was a good talker, but at the end of the day, I'm not in the locker room. I don't know what kind of dissension was going on there, but I feel like players quit on him.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Steelers on the clock, by the way. We'll see if they trade out. They were talking about that today. This morning, I was watching before I started work. They were talking about that they were fielding a lot of potential offers to trade out. So we'll see if that happens.
I also heard rumors that DeAndre Hopkins may go today.
I can see
Bills,
that. Sure.
We're interested. Yeah. And I forgot the other team.
Legend says, I'm good with us taking Bumper Pool at 254. Rumor has it that Philly's prepared to give up 3 of their 12 2024 first for his brother. Pocket pool. Well done, Legend. Well done, Legend. Lou Mateo says, I have a question. Does Banks secure Winks' future? I think Wink's going to be here. I'm not really worried about Wink. I don't think he's getting a job anytime soon. And listen, he may. But I said it last year when he started getting interviews. The trend in the NFL, for the most part, is they want to go with offensive coaches. And if they go with a defensive coach,
I'll be right back.
Yeah. What'd you say, Bad Dog?
I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. If they go with a defensive coach, they traditionally, it seems in recent times, want to go young, right? You think about Robert Saleh, you think about D'Amico Ryans. I'm not too worried about Wink losing his job here, and I think the Giants love him. I think he's going to be here for at least 3 or 4 years for sure. So we'll see. But I don't think it has anything to do with Wink, though. I think Deontay Banks was a damn good football player. They could have easily taken him if somebody else was the defensive coordinator. So he's versatile. He could play zone. He could play press. So I think they just really like the player. Sitbone says, last part of the interview, New York press said, what are you looking forward to in New York? He said, playing football. Banks are shut on Sundays. That's pretty good. I can't wait to watch the interview. That's pretty good, though. Definitely going to check that out after. And Michael says, we haven't drafted a linebacker since LT Bumper. Well, we have, just not a first round. Last first round linebacker we took was Carl Banks, but it's been a long time for sure where we took an early linebacker. Damn long time. We'll see if we take one today. I could certainly see us taking a linebacker with one of our 2 picks today. Definitely could. There's a lot of talented linebackers out there. And Pencil Man says rounds 2 and 3. Let's go. Come on, Shane. Do your stuff. Let's go, Pencil Man. Oh, man, I'm so pumped up, guys. Hopefully we get who we want today. I appreciate everybody for being here. Thank you guys for all the support you guys always show. And let's knock these picks out of the park. Sebastian says, great week in the sports world. Went to game 5 for the Vegas Golden Knights. Beat the Jets. Was absolutely electric. And us getting a really strong corner. That's awesome, man. Glad you had fun at I would love to go to a playoff hockey game. I really would. I'm not a huge hockey fan, but hockey games are a lot of fun to go to. I can't even imagine, what a playoff atmosphere would be like at a hockey game. But and the Knicks play on Sunday if you're into basketball. I mean, game 1 of the second round. What's better than that? Knicks Heat. Argenis says, I personally want Trenton Simpson from – I think most Giant fans, even though we all want the wide receiver, a lot of us, I think most Giant fans would be ecstatic if we ended up with Trenton Simpson. Speaking of a team that I could see taking Trenton Simpson, it would be the Steelers. They love linebackers. Let's see who they take. They're announcing the pick right now. And the Steelers take Joey Porter. You knew he wasn't going to go much further. He was predicted to be a top 15, 16 pick. Hometown, went to Penn State. Right? So it makes sense. They needed a corner. It's a good pick. A great pick. Great value for the Steelers. The guy was supposed to be a top 15 pick in this year's draft. Why he dropped? From what I heard leading up into the draft, a lot of teams felt like he wasn't the best fit for their scheme. They thought he was a very scheme-dependent football player. That's what I read. So that may have been part of the reason why he dropped. But, I mean, the ceiling's off the charts with him. So Joey Porter off the board.
JPJ.
You knew he wasn't going to last long, bad though.
No, God, no. It's a good pick.
And Sports Fan says Josh Downs loading. He wants his wide receiver. Thank you, man. NY Giants 26 says realistic pick at 57. I mean, I think a center. I mean, I do think John Michael Schmitz is realistic because I wouldn't be shocked if Tippmann goes. I wouldn't be shocked if a couple centers go before him. Maybe Avila goes before him. Who knows? So it's probably not super realistic, but I think it's semi-realistic. And that's what I'm hoping for here. I think Mingo's a realistic pick. I think people have brought him up. I don't think he'll get there, but he's semi-realistic. One of the linebackers that we were just talking about, Simpson. I could see something like that. I could see Drew Sanders. There's a lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities with this pick.
It's pretty cool that Joey Porter Jr. is going to the same team his dad played for. That's pretty cool.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
His dad was great.
Yes, he was.
He was great.
Yes, he was.
Thomas says we should trade up for Hooker or Levis. Psych. We got our boy Danny Dimes. Let's go, Thomas, man. Thanks for popping to the stream. Yeah, no chance we're doing that. Lefty says
I'm curious to see where Levis goes. I think it's
gonna be soon. It's gonna be soon.
Yeah, it's not gonna be Arizona, but Detroit, Rams, Seattle, Vegas.
I can see Arizona going receiver here. I can see it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good receivers still left.
Jalen Hyatt's there. Marvin Mims is there.
Yeah.
I think it's a little early for Mingo, but
Lefty says, always been a day 2 fan. This is where it's at. Yeah, I mean, you get 2 picks. And they're still, for the most part, if you're even like a moderate follower of the draft and you're not like a super draft head, for the most part, they're names that you still know. Once you get into day 3, a lot of these guys that are taken off the board, you're not going to, you probably didn't even hear of. So, yeah, right. Day 2, certainly, for me, I agree. It's at least equal to day 1.
Yeah.
Desmond says, I am happy we got Deonte Banks. We needed a cornerback. Yeah, it was the pick. It was the pick.
I think a majority of Giants fans were happy.
Yeah, for sure. I would say 85 to 90% were happy.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a portion that didn't like that we traded down, but we didn't give up much to make sure we got our guy.
Again, at the end of the day, I mean, is pick 160 and 240 really going to make?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, if the Giants ever got jumped by the Cowboys, and say the Cowboys took Deonte Banks, and Deonte Banks turned out to be a good corner, we would have never heard the end.
That was part of my video. I was like, this, what came out that there was other teams talking to the Jags.
Oh, the Giants didn't just do that because they were like Santa Claus and they were courteous.
Like I said in the video, I do believe that if Addison passed Minnesota and Banks and Addison were both there, I think the Giants stand pat. I think they would have been happy with either one. Probably. But when Addison went off, there was like, there's no way we're missing on this because they got jumped before.
Yeah.
They've gotten jumped. Reese got jumped all the damn time.
We got to trade. Tennessee's going quarterback.
They're going to take Levis.
Tennessee's going Levis, 100%.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Tennessee just
because of all those teams you just mentioned, the Rams. Not Larry Lou just said he doesn't like the Rams. They're taking him, but the Rams, Seattle, Las Vegas, New Orleans, they could all use a quarterback. So yes, Tennessee's like, there's no way we're letting Levis, try to fool us. So I'm guessing that's what
this is Levis. I'd be shocked if it's not Levis. And LA Lou says, I don't want the Rams to take Levis. I don't think they're gonna. I don't think you got to worry about it now. I'd rather they trade back and pick someone who can help us now. DTR, Jaron Hall, and Clayton Tune are there. Those are day 3 guys. But I don't think you got to worry about Levis. Maybe Hendon Hooker, Lou, but I don't think you got to worry about Levis.
Right. I think Levis is going right here.
Cy Guy says, Banks' nickname, All Day Tay. All right, Deonte. Yeah. I could rock with that.
Yeah.
I could rock with that. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
You guys are coming up with some pretty good ones.
Well, that is a nickname, isn't it? When I saw the video of the little Giants short where Wink Martindale gives him a big bear hug, I thought it said Tay.
It did on like his necklace.
Yeah. And Wink, shout out to Wink Martindale. Great hat in that video, Wink. Yankee hat, my man.
All right, so here's the trade. The Titans gave up, they swapped thirds. They gave up a 9 picks earlier for the Cardinals in the 3rd and a future 3rd. That's basically what the trade was.
Yep.
And Noah says, listen to his press conference, very soft-spoken, but all business. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it out after this. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it yet, but I'll definitely be checking it out. And Bill, man, thank you, man. He says, I respect the desire for all solid wide receivers, but when was the last time we consistently competed against top teams? Oh, that's right. When we had a very good offensive line, build the trenches and win. You're preaching to the choir, man. I'm with you. Like, if you saw what the Eagles did last night, and you already know how strong their defensive line was going in, we cannot go to war next year with the offensive line we got and expect to compete with the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's where the Giants have always won, man. Tough defense, good running game. It's
can't do it.
We're built.
This has to be Levis.
I can't imagine it being anybody else.
Yeah, it's Will Levis.
Yeah.
So Levis off the board to Tennessee, which we said. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody thought that. Like, he was going to go in the first 3 or 4 picks. The team probably going to trade up. So now Detroit's on the clock. Detroit, I thought day one, Bad Dog, had the most surprising pick of anybody with Gibbs.
Yeah.
And I like Gibbs, but not that early.
Yeah, it was early. 12 was early because
I thought that was the most surprising pick.
Peter Schrager mocked him to the Giants at 26, so it just tells you how far they thought that he would fall.
Yeah,
that was early. That was pretty early.
But Bill, man, I'm with you, man. You know I love the offensive line, the defensive line. I want Schmitz. That's who I'm hoping for. Like, I'm going to be upset when Schmitz is off the board. That's the guy I'm hoping for right now. So that's what I want. John says, imagine having the old Jalaris, though. He's still on the board, too.
Yeah, BJ Ojulari. I don't think he's going to get to us, but
he could.
That'd be pretty awesome.
And he's a good edge rusher, too.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I'm not even going to lie. If old Jalary's there when we're picking, I might be rooting for that.
Well, I would think that. I don't think I have a hard time imagining he's going to fall to 57, but
he could.
Stranger things have happened, man.
Cole Gordon. Of course, he likes Mingo. Look at his profile picture. Hoping for Mingo. He's from my high school, and he's from his high school. Brandon. Well, there you go, Cole. That'd be cool. Listen, I'll say one thing about Ole Miss. There's a ton of good wide receivers in recent years that have come from Ole Miss.
I'll tell you what, we had one big miss from Ole Miss. His name was Evan Engelbert.
Well, that was a miss. But you have – I think
we didn't miss him. Well, we didn't draft him, but –
A.J. Brown went to Ole Miss, right?
I don't know where A.J. Brown went. I'm
not
sure.
I think he did. DK Metcalf went there. I think there's another – I think there's been like 3 big receivers in recent years that went there. I thought AJ, but I could be wrong on AJ Brown. I thought he went there, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, AJ and DK went to Ole Miss. Yeah. And I think there was another one too. I think there was Elijah Moore. There you go. There's another pretty big one that went there.
So they've been pumping out the wide receivers as of late.
And let's see. But Cole, man, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, buddy.
All right. Detroit's pick is in. Let's see where they go.
And Q-Dog says, and my man, Mr. Daniel Jones, says, so right. I found you in Bad Dog's channel. It's been now 5 years and counting watching the draft. It's been such a great time and watching our team grow. I give you credit before anybody else when it comes to Daniel Jones. First guy.
Yeah, he liked Daniel Jones from day one. Yes, he did.
He liked him in like mid-season that year. He was like, start looking at Daniel Jones.
Yeah, he did.
All right. What are the Lions going to do here, Bad Dog?
I have no idea.
This is going quick now.
I have no clue what they're going to do.
Wide receiver. Oh, they went with Sam Laporta. Well, they replaced their tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, they got rid of Hawkinson last year.
Yeah. I like that pick for them. I don't know what I have no clue what the hell is going to this. They too forget about it. Iowa produces some good tight ends too. They produced Hawkinson. They did. So the guy he's replacing.
Yep, Detroit's got a good track record, with Iowa tight ends. So Iowa, again, those are those big country boys, man. Those ballers.
Yeah.
After Linderbaum went, and
And Deke, he says, would center or guard be a bigger impact? I would say center. Because I don't think we have a true center on this team. I think you could get by with Azudu, and what's his name? The guy we picked up last year stinks. Glowinski.
Oh,
I think you can at least get by with them. I think we need a long-term center. But that being said, if Torrance is there, who still hasn't been drafted, by the way,
yeah. So
out of Florida, you consider it. I wouldn't be upset if they go with a guard either. And Luis Breyer says, thanks for streaming, guys. Appreciate you guys. We appreciate you and everybody that's here.
Absolutely.
So thank you, Luis, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Hopefully you're enjoying the draft along with us. Ill says, Ravens season prediction. Lamar did damage. I mean, I don't have the Ravens schedule in front of me. There's another trade. Did the Raiders just trade up?
They did.
Wow. Okay. Did they trade up for Hendon Hooker?
Maybe. Because again, New Orleans needs a quarterback, so perhaps they did.
Where were the Raiders picking? Because I'm trying to see who they jumped.
They were picking after Indiana. I think they're picking after Indianapolis. I think they're picking before the Panthers.
I'm trying to guess what they might do here. They could think the Rams could be going quarterback. They could be thinking Seattle could be going quarterback. It could be Hooker. I don't think it is. I still think Hooker's going to go later. Could be a wide receiver, I suppose.
Oh, just looking at this.
We'll see in a minute. But Ravens season prediction: Lamar did damage to teams. Yeah. The Browns are kind of a wild card because we don't know what Watson's going to be like. You know, with now having a full year with that football team, they're kind of a wild card. I just can't see the Ravens. I definitely think they're going to be good. I definitely think they're going to win at least 10 games probably. But I can't really see anybody in that division winning like 13 games because every team in that division is good.
Yeah.
Like the Steelers always find a way to be competitive. Always.
The Ravens are good.
The Ravens are good. Cincinnati's good, obviously.
Yeah.
So maybe 10 wins, but a good 10 wins. I think they're a good team, obviously. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the Ravens are able to do this year. They definitely added some weapons. Got themselves a nice weapon last night to pair along Odell Beckham. So we'll see. I mean,
I'm looking at the names that Art Stapleton mentioned today. Marvin Mims these are the guys that they said potential targets for the Giants. So Marvin Mims is there. Jonathan Mingo is one of the guys. John Michael Schmitz, Joe Tippmann, Cody Mock, Cedric Tillman, A.T. Perry from Wake Forest, Michael Mayer from.
He still hasn't gone. Yeah.
Yeah. It does say a lot of these guys may not be there at 57. B.J. Ojolari, he's one. This could be a family reunion. And then Brian Branch, he says he'll likely be off the board, but he's a do-everything defensive back. It'll fit well. Drew Sanders is a guy we mentioned. They say that. Kendra Miller, Trenton Simpson.
Yeah.
So those are a lot of the.
I don't know if the Raiders.
Stromberg's another one. I know people mentioned Stromberg in the chat before you went live. That's another guy at Arkansas that they can be looking at. So
I like him. I don't know if the Raiders need a center. I don't know their offensive line enough. But a lot of people thought that Seattle was going to go center here in the second round. So if the Raiders need a center, I could see this being Michael Schmitz. Picks in. Muted Growl says, Giants fans need to be patient with Banks' development. Of course. Remember Corey Webster got benched his rookie year, then signed a big extension a few years later. 100%. It's going to take time for the cornerback to develop. You can't expect the guy to go out there and be an all-pro, especially being that he wasn't a top 5 pick like Ben said earlier.
Like Witherspoon, you expect that from being a top pick. You expect top 5 picks to make an immediate impact.
Wow, they get the tight end starting to fall off the board. First round talent there.
I mean, they traded Darren Waller. It makes all the sense in the world, right?
Yeah.
Detroit traded P.J. Hawkinson. They traded Darren Waller, so they wanted to move up and get their guy. Yeah,
he's big time. He's big time. He's like that old school tight end, but he's definitely got some athletic ability. But he's a monster.
I remember people or somebody was talking about how Mayer's is Mark Bavaro, and I'm like, just because they go to the same school. There's one Mark Bavaro, man.
Come on.
Let's not talk about a guy that goes in Notre Dame saying he's going to be the next Mark Bavaro. There's one Bavaro. If it wasn't for injuries, that guy would have been in the Hall of Fame.
And Yanks fan, what's up, man? He says, I could see it now. The Giants will draft Mayer ahead of Dallas. Well,
didn't happen.
You were wrong. Good try, though, Yanks fan.
The Raiders drafted Meyer ahead of Dallas.
Yeah, so at least they didn't get him. And that, so the top tight ends are starting to fall off a little bit later than people thought. I think a lot of people thought at least
Dallas could have had him if they really wanted him.
Yeah,
they could have taken him whenever they picked.
So far, so good though, Bad Dog. I think the majority of the people in this chat either want a wide receiver or a center.
Yeah,
and it's still really early. But so far, so good. There's been no centers drafted. There's been no wide receivers drafted.
Who does L.A. Lou want with this pick?
L.A. Lou. Who would he want here? They did lose A'Shaun Robinson.
Yeah.
They could go DT. I don't know what the Rams did in free agency, but they did lose their run stuffer. Could probably use help at the wide receiver spot as well.
Yeah. Be interesting.
I could see that. Yanks fans, thank you, Yanks fan. I appreciate it. And Jay says, I want Tippmann, more athletic and fit for the scheme. Yeah, that's what I think a lot of people's argument is as far as the center goes. They prefer Tippmann. And I get it. I'd be happy with either one. We need a center. Zach Attack says, hope y'all have been great this offseason. Ain't going to lie, the Eagles D-line is looking like it might be a problem. I mean, it already was a problem. They didn't need to draft those two for it to be a problem. It was already one of the best D-lines in football. Now it's just even better.
Yeah, it's ridiculous now. It's stacked.
The Eagles are insane. Their defensive line is insane. Their offensive line and their defensive line. They may have the best offensive and defensive line in football. Like, they're definitely top five, both of them. So, yeah, it's going to be tough. We know that going in. Giants, it's going to take – it's a process. We're not going to catch them in 1 year. I mean, hopefully we do, but it's going to be tough.
Yeah. No question.
But they definitely helped themselves last night. You knew they would. They had 2 picks, one in the top 10.
Yeah.
We were just hoping that Jalen Carter didn't get to them.
Yeah, Atlanta screwed that up. I mean,
yeah.
That's Atlanta for you.
And NY Giants 26 says Michael Meyer dropped heavily. Yeah, I mean, Hyatt's still available. I thought Hyatt could go in the first round. So he's another guy. Yeah, there's still a lot of good players out. Bob Wells says, I'm calling Branch, by the way, still hasn't been taken. I'm calling it JMS Seattle. Sorry, guys. I think you're right. A lot of people were saying that today on Twitter. They expect JMS to go to Seattle. They need a center. And they're on the clock now. So we're going to find out right now, Bob. And we got time. What's up, man? Been with us for a while. He says, if you have to pick, do you want center from Minnesota or Ohio State? Again, I'd be happy. You're talking about Whippler. But I'd be happy with either one. But if I'm picking between those two, I would take Michael Smith's. But I'd be happy with either one. I want a center. I think there's about 4 or 5 I'd be completely fine with. But the one I prefer is JMS.
I don't know. I forgot who Giants Lab is.
You got Stromberg you could probably get in the 3rd. You've got Oluwatimi you could probably get in the 3rd if they want to go that route.
I forgot who Giants Lab is on YouTube, but he sent me a DM on Twitter. And again, I don't know how reliable these sources are. I'm not Twitter, Instagram, sorry. It just says, why the Giants, this is what it says. Why the Giants swap picks with Jacksonville? Some team asked Jacksonville they were going to draft Banks. I said no. Then they got an offer for number 24 to land Banks. Joe found out from Brandon Brown, who heard from old friend Doug Peterson, who was obviously the coach there, that the Giants made a better offer and the deal was made. So you can take that for what it's worth. I mean, there's all kinds of rumors out there, but like our Stapleton said, the Giants are not the only one talking to Jacksonville.
Of course not. The Giants weren't stupid. They didn't just give away that pick for nothing.
Right.
Is that Torrey Holt?
I don't know.
One of the greatest. Lawrence Tynes is making our pick tonight, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah. Steve Avila. So there's the first center off the board. He's a guard/center. He's 332 pounds. That's huge for a center. Huge.
A big boy.
And he's a guy who could have been interesting because of his versatility. He's one of my favorite players in the draft.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to take him, but I like him. He's just big.
You know, TCU had a hell of a year for good reason. They had a lot of talent in this draft class.
LA Lou's probably happy. I think that's a good pick for
I
him.
would imagine it would be too.
Joel says, do you think it would be wise for the G-men to target DeAndre Swift if they don't attack running back in the draft? Could be a fallback option for Barkley. No. Personally, I don't want to give up draft. DeAndre Swift is what? He's been in the league now, probably entering his 4th year.
He's been, he's got to be coming
Like,
up.
he's going to be a free agent soon. I'd rather just draft a running back.
Right.
He's a good player, but
Yeah,
I'd rather just
came in quick.
Yeah, just draft a running back. There's a lot of good running backs in this draft.
A little squirt out of Kansas State.
Tyjae Spears could take him 3rd round if you really want to go running back.
I want Deuce Vaughn late in the draft. I want our little squirt. I want to out-squirt the Eagles.
Here we go. I think this may be the run of centers now because you saw Avila go.
Yeah, there's talk about them wanting Schmitz. So
this could be the run. This could be the run. And Keith Wilson says, crazy thing with the Titans is the panel not even mentioning that they took a quarterback in Malik just last year in the 3rd, the next guy behind Tannehill. Listen, you heard leading up into this draft that they were kind of out on Malik. And he was a late 3rd round pick, whatever. I mean, you think about he was basically drafted where we took Kyle Laletta. We took him in the 4th, early 4th.
Listen, the fact that they played Josh Dobbs over Malik Willis at the end of the year probably should tell you all you need to know.
Yeah.
Because if you think Malik Willis was going to be anything, why wouldn't you be playing him in those games to get him some NFL experience?
Yeah. Derek Hall, by the way. So they didn't go center.
No, they went edge.
They went with the edge.
That was quick, too.
So that's good. That was a team that could go center, but obviously we still got a long way to go. 20 more picks, guys. Still no wide receivers been taken yet in the 2nd round.
No.
But yeah, I'm not surprised they went quarterback there, Keith. I actually thought they were going to go quarterback. I thought it was possible with their first pick at 11th overall. If a guy like Anthony Richardson trickle down to them, so I'm not too surprised by it. And I think it's a situation now where Tannehill is going to start the year. He's probably going to play the whole year if the Titans remain competitive. And then you ease Levis into the job the next year. There's no pressure there. He's a 2nd round pick. You could start him the following year. And Yanks fan says thanks, Jerry. Yeah, you didn't end up with Meyer, man. Independent says looking forward to the Jets Giants game this year.
I forgot Yanks fan. I'm sorry, Chris. I'm just like,
go ahead,
I forgot Yanks fan was a Cowboys fan.
Yeah. We got another trade. The Falcons trade up. Are they going quarterback? They drafted a quarterback just last year, too, in the 3rd round.
Yeah, Desmond Ridder.
You going with Hendon Hooker?
Who knows the damn Falcons?
Maybe they draft another running back. Independence is looking forward to the Jets-Giants game this year. What do you think of the Jets D? And Rodgers adds juice to our game this year. Can't wait to break hearts. Jets D is awesome. Yeah, the Jets D is really good. The Jets are really good. I'm not even going to lie. They're really good. That'll be a tough game. I hope we get them early in the year. Because if you get them early in the year, maybe you catch Rodgers still not used to playing with the new wide receivers, So I hope we get the Jets early in the year. And I think that would give us our best chance. I think we definitely could compete with them. I'm not saying that they're like world beaters, but the Jets are a good team. It'll be a tough game.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, the Jets will jet.
They are the Jets.
They are. They are the Jets.
And Stephen Lilly, are the rumors true that MetLife is installing ramps and retirement homes for Rodgers? For Rodgers. Let's go, Giants. Let's go, center. Let's go. Stephen Lilly wants the center. Yeah, last I heard, they're installing ramps, wheelchairs, accessible wheelchairs,
elevators, extra elevators,
hearing aids, diapers,
walkers. They have some walkers out there. Yeah, cane. They have a cane for them. Who's
Atlanta going to take here, Beto?
Who the hell knows in Atlanta? They could go tight end here. Are there any tight ends left on the board? What would be like the most ridiculous pick for them?
John Abraham, former Jet, by the way.
Yeah, looks like he could still play.
Yeah, he was a beast.
Let's see.
They went with a tackle out of Syracuse.
All right.
That's like the 6th tackle drafted already.
I mean, offensive line is incredibly important.
Of course.
You're still winning the trenches. Atlanta. Well, they got, you just drafted Bijan Robinson. Now you got to beef up your offensive line. It makes all the sense in the world to go out there and get a tackle. Do it for. And maybe, I don't know what they believe. I don't know if they believe in Desmond Ritter. I don't know what Atlanta, as far as quarterbacks go, what they're going to do. But obviously, if they don't believe in Desmond Ritter, then, you build a line. You get the Giants kind of did it backwards too. They took the running back and then the quarterback. But, Atlanta could be doing that too. At least if you build your offensive line and get a good offensive line in front of a quarterback, you want to take one next year.
Right.
Makes sense. So
yeah, I don't think the Falcons have their long-term quarterback on the roster.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those. Maybe Kenny. Maybe I don't even think Kenny Pickett's that good.
But he's got a shot just because the Steelers.
I don't think any of those quarterbacks that came out last year.
No, I agree with you.
That was one of the weakest quarterback classes I can remember.
That's why we punted on the position.
Yep. Yeah, that was.
And Alfonso says, as an Oklahoma fan, I absolutely love Marvin Mims. Bad Dog's an Oklahoma fan.
Yeah, I am. I completely agree with you, Alfonso. He's a solid wide receiver. There's no question about that. Marvin Mims is a really good wide receiver. I'll be very happy. Listen, we took a wide receiver a few years ago in the second round from Oklahoma. His name was Sterling Shepard. Now, Shepard would have been really good if he could have stayed healthy. I loved that. I was pumped.
I think we all
thought Sterling Shepard was going to have such a good career, but the guy just can't stay healthy.
I think we all did, man. I remember I thought that was a steal of that draft. And I was so excited because I'm like, oh, my God, you pair him. You got Beckham. I was like, wow, John Silva says, stand up, my Giants family. And I got a bad feeling the Eagles swoop up one of the two centers and someone else gets the other. Oh, you're killing me, John. I could see it, though, because obviously their center's getting up there.
He is.
But you're killing me, John.
Yeah, but, I got to be honest. This isn't Dave Gettleman anymore. I think that I'm not saying it can't happen, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to outmaneuver Shane and Brandon Brown as opposed to Dave Gettleman.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who the hell the assistant GM was under Gettleman. Who the hell was it?
It was what the capologist. What's his name?
Kevin Abrams. That's right.
Kevin Abrams. He's still with the team.
Yeah. But yeah.
Remember the rumors that
Shane
came out
Brown
that Kevin Abrams might be getting the job?
Where?
When Gettleman got fired, they were saying that he was.
Yes, that would have been horrible.
I was fuming.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been good. But like I said, John Mara, I think his press conference at the end of the year, I think he was very humble about how they screwed up. And I think they went completely out of the box. And although I think John Mara has some say in what they do, I think he's been a lot more hands off. I think he's just going to let these guys do their job.
I just saw the chat. I didn't mean to. I was just seeing if I was caught up. Giants fans are not going to be happy with this pick.
Oh, they took a center.
No, but they didn't take a center, which I'm happy about. But I think the guy that most Giant fans were rooting for to drop just got picked.
Oh, gotcha. So I didn't have the chat up. So
yeah, MY Giants. Yeah, I won't ruin it for you. MY Giants 26 says I think JMS, but he's 25. Lyman can play till 40 though. Listen, JMS is there, and we take him. I'm gonna be going bananas if we land him in the second round. Matt says you guys are awesome. Big Blue making the playoffs. Listen, we made the playoffs last year. We're making the playoffs
again. Let's go. We stay healthy. We got a good chance.
We're rocking this year, man. We're rolling, baby. Let's see what we got.
Our division's tough.
It is definitely tough. Card Coach says center. Serenity now. I feel the twitch coming on. Card Coach wants that big fella. He's dreaming about 300-pound men, Bad Dog.
I don't blame him. I think a lot of Giants fans are dreaming about 300-pound men.
I wasn't so weird, I think, last night. Because I do it every night. 365 days a year. But I think last night about half of Giants Nation was dreaming about 300-pound men after they saw what the Philadelphia Eagles did.
There's Bryce Young.
And Elliot says, I'm happy. I think the Rams see him as a guard. Yeah, he's got center guard versatility, Avila. That was a really good pick for you. I like him a lot. I didn't think we were going to take him, but I like him. Let's see. Independent says, how close to 57 does Shane consider trading up?
10 spots.
I would say about the 45 range is where it at least becomes a possibility. Who's this making the pick? He looks familiar. Oh, Jonathan Stewart, ex-Giant.
Yep.
Shouldn't mention that because he was a horrible Giant, but.
Oh, I mean, Gettleman did a horrible job.
He was a good Panther, though. With
absolutely.
Yeah. What was it? D'Angelo. What was the running back there? D'Angelo something. The two-headed running back.
Oh,
there you go. Mingo, by the way, was the pick.
Oh, wow, that seems early.
Yeah, so I knew when I saw that I'm chatting, I'm like, oh, Giant fans ain't gonna be happy about that. But listen, you were starting to hear rumblings that a lot of teams are really high on him. So I like him.
Oh, that's pretty early.
He's physical, man. He's tough. I like him.
Well, they got Mingo to go with Bryce Young. So building that offense, I mean, that's what they did in Cincinnati. They got Jamar Chase to go with Joe Burrow. Pretty damn good. Well, they got T. Higgins the same year they got Burrow, and then they added Jamar Chase. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a good pick for them. Help out your quarterback, right?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Because Bryce Young is going to start from day one there. So.
And we got time, says sleeper pick A.J. Johnson, cornerback from Virginia. I love Banks, but could be a really good pickup in like the 4. I could definitely see us taking a corner early day 3. 100%. I could even see it taking another corner today. I'm not predicting it, but anything can happen, man.
Yeah. Again, you don't know who's on their board or who's available when it gets. It's wow, Mingo. That was pretty. I understand a lot of teams are high, but that seems pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, you were starting to hear. I think a lot of people said that if the Giants wanted him, they were probably going to have to trade up as it got closer. So I'm not too surprised. I thought I thought there was a good chance he wouldn't get to us at 57.
But
that's why you can't go by these mock draft simulators.
No, you can't. I mean, the simulator had him ranked like 89th.
Yeah, they have him going to the 3rd round.
Exactly. So things change, and again, it's team dependent. It's scheme dependent. It's hard to because I think those mock simulators just go. They have some measurables as far as talent goes, but you can't measure what's on a team's board or what they're looking to get.
Pick is in for the Saints. The Saints notorious to go offensive line. They love taking linemen.
Hendon Hooker.
I could see it. I think Hooker's going. I said it like a month ago when people called me crazy on Twitter. I said the reason that I think the Giants were interviewing Hookers because they thought maybe we take him in the 3rd or 4th round. People are like, there's no way he's going in the 3rd or 4th round. I'm like, the dude's 25. The dude's coming off an ACL tear. I could definitely see Hooker going day 3. Drop into early 4th round. I could definitely see it.
Well, let's see. Osiris is there. Titman's there.
Musgrave, we brought in for a top 30
Walk
visit.
is there. So, I mean, you're talking about offensive linemen. I'm just looking at that.
We got some big fellows. Benton, another guy that we brought in for a visit. Keep your eye out on him. He's a defensive tackle. Who are the Saints taking? I got to know. Let's see what we got. Richard Rodriguez is 300-pound man with good hands and strong stance. Let's go. As long as they can block, man.
I'm just looking at because Art Stapleton, put out there Mingo's off the board. And I'm just looking at the comments.
Oh, I'm sure Giants Twitter's going bananas.
I'm just looking at his comments. It says might be Hyatt or Mims. One guy says Hyatt, Mims, Tillman, Perry, Reed. A lot of good options. One guy says I'm in shambles. One guy says Hyatt is the only option if we miss out on draft the center. One guy said I'm so sad, Art. Somebody said many Giants fans upset right now. Somebody said steal of the draft.
This guy was a good player. Roman Harper.
Yes, he was. Very good safety in his day.
Who's you got us taking? Oh, not us, but them taking. Who's the Saints taking?
Who the hell? I don't know, man. Someone
Let's
said
see.
Giants sleeping at the wheel. Yes, because he should have traded up 18 spots to get Jonathan Mingo.
Oh, they go with the edge rusher out of Notre Dame. Okay. So far, so good. I mean, none of the centers. Avila went, but I didn't think he was ever a scheme fit first anyway, so I didn't think we were taking him.
Like looking at this is funny to me.
Wow. All right. And MY Giants 26 says Xavier Hudson is the best wide receiver available, in my opinion. I don't think we'll take him, not this early. But who knows? I mean, who knows? It's a crapshoot. But I think he went to Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken. I know I watched a couple of highlights on him because a lot of people told me about him as like a potential early day three target for the Giants. I don't think we'll take him this early, but maybe we will. Let's see.
Jordan Renan. Well, again, I don't know what this. I'm looking at Adam Schefter. He says Titans pick Kentucky quarterback Will Levis. Jordan Renan responded with Titans tried to trade up last night. They inquired about pick 25 with the Giants, among others.
Who did?
The Titans.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then he said, I mean, it was before the draft started on. He says, my understanding, Renan, he says, my understanding is the Giants are not going to be afraid to trade up if there's a player sticking out on their board. Shane has already shown a propensity to be aggressive in making trades during the draft. It could cost a third or fourth round pick, though, early in day 2.
And Big Moo says, thank you for being a member for 8 months. He says, I think Shane will trade up as soon as JMS or Tillman is taken. We'll see. I mean, I'm just hoping those guys keep dropping, man. Just keep dropping. JMS is still on the board. We're up to pick 41.
I know. Still got a long ways.
Long way to go, but we're getting closer. Getting closer. Joel Vargas says, how would you guys feel with AT Perry at 57? I'd be okay with it. He's huge. I think he's like 6'4", 6'5" out of Wake Forest. I'd be okay with it.
Oh shit! I had the wrong thing.
You know, you got to trust your judges. You got to trust Shane's evaluation, but at this point, they're probably all scrunched together. It's just a matter of preference. I don't think we would take them personally. I think there's other receivers that are available that fit what we're looking to do better. Tyler Scott's a guy I've said countless times.
Yep.
We visited him. I think he fits the scheme. You want to talk about explosive playmaker? That's what he is. Jalen Hyatt, same thing. Top 30 visit. Explosive. If Hyatt gets to us, I think he's very much in play.
I
Very
think
much
so
in play.
too.
But we'll see.
What's this? That's what I want.
Max on the Beat says, Giants fans, calm down. Mingo isn't protecting Daniel Jones from Hassan Reddick and company. Get me the Hogs. Max wants those big, sweaty 300-pound men. I'm all about it, Max. I'm all about it.
I was looking to see.
Yeah, Josh Downs still on the board. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, BJ Ojolari's still available.
Well, who did I forgot. Let me see. I think pretty much every Branch is still available too.
Holy crap, he is.
Yeah. Brian Branch is
Oh, man, if he's there, you almost – oh, wow. I feel like we'd have to take him.
Yeah.
That he was supposed to go like mid to late first round.
I know. He's still there.
And he's got positional versatility. He could play the slot. He could play safety.
So let me look. Well, Mingo's gone. I'm just looking at the guy Stapleton said again. Mims is still there. Schmitz is still there. Tippmann, Mock, Tillman, A.T. Perry, Mayer is gone. B.J. Ojolari, Brian Branch, Drew Sanders, Kendre Miller, Trenton Simpson, Ricky Stromberg. They're all still there. Well, Stromberg probably projects more as a third rounder. So 2 of those guys are gone.
Who the Cardinals taking? They love the pick.
Yeah.
They always love the pick.
They do. They do.
These
They
general
always have a pick.
managers, every time I see a general manager make a pick in a draft, it's like when you get married. You think everything's going to be roses and butterflies. Sometimes it is, sometimes it's not.
Right.
Let's see what's going to happen here with the Cardinals. What's the pick, Bad Dog? Just don't be one of our guys. That's all I care about.
Yeah. I don't know if they're thinking about trading DeAndre Hopkins. A wide receiver is definitely a possibility here.
Another great player. Remember him?
Oh, God. He was amazing, man. He was really freaking good. Aeneas Williams was one of the best corner. Again, I love the cornerback position. So he was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
He was really freaking good.
He played for a long time.
He was really good.
Let's see what the pick is here. They took BJ Ojulari.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
I'm not, I didn't think he was going to get to us.
Yeah.
But good for him, man. Is that Aziz? It's got to be, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good for him. He went right. He actually went before Aziz did. Aziz went 50th.
That's right.
We traded back and got Aziz at 50.
That would have been pretty cool if they ended up with it would have been pretty cool if we ended up with the Giants.
It would have been cool. And Ross says,
he's a beast.
Who would you pick of Branch, JMS, or current wide receiver? JMS. Well, Bad Dog, we'll see if the streak is. I keep the streak alive. We'll see if I keep the streak alive. Yeah, I did it. I did it for good luck today because yesterday I said Deontay Banks lock it in. I made a tweet. So what did I do today, Bad Dog? I know the wide receiver people ain't gonna like it,
but like whoever that was that said Mingo ain't gonna protect. He ain't gonna protect Daniel Jones.
It worked yesterday. We're gonna try it again today. JMS is my final answer.
Yeah,
lock it in. He's gonna be a New York Giant at 57. Believe it, and it will happen. In the words of Michael Strahan.
That's right.
Let's see what happens.
Right.
Let's see. John says, damn, almost. That would have been fun. It would have been fun.
That would have been fun. He had a long ways to drop to get to us, though, man. We are a long ways away. Packers could definitely go wide receiver here.
Who Packers taking? Luke Musgrave. We did bring him in for a visit, too.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
He's good. Greg Olson, player comparison.
McKinney welcomes Banks to the fam.
So they get Jordan Love a little weapon, little security blanket. Him and Chris
yeah, it's always good. It's always good to have a really solid tight end for a young quarterback.
Yep. So now you got the Jets. Jets went tackle in the first. I don't know what they could do anything here. They could really do anything here. I don't know. Do the Jets need a center? I have no idea. I don't even know.
I don't know either.
They're falling though. I mean, Torrance is really falling from Florida, huh?
He really is. Well, that's good. Let those linemen keep falling, Chris.
Yeah.
We need linemen.
Yeah.
We need linemen.
We're going to have options, Bad Dog. I like options.
Hopefully. I mean, we still got a long ways to freaking go before they get to it is weird to have to actually wait for your pick because normally we've already picked. So it is weird. It is weird to like have to wait till near the end of the rounds for us to get our pick. It's very strange. Like I said, next year, Chris, I hope we're picking later in the draft.
32.
Right.
32 is always the best pick.
It certainly is. Except for this year.
I just have a feeling
that this year it ended up being strange. Pittsburgh got 32 because the Dolphins didn't get a first-round pick because they had to forfeit it.
The Jets are going to piss me off right now. I have a feeling they're taking a center. I don't even know if they need a center. I just feel like they're going to take a center.
Jets had a really good draft last year. The Jets seem like they have great drafts every year, and yet it never works. It's the weirdest thing with them. Like last year, I thought they had one of the best drafts in the entire NFL last year, and it didn't work. They were close.
They had a great draft last year.
Yeah, they were close.
I think they had like the offensive and defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, it was.
Garrett Wilson was close,
right?
And Sauce Gardner. I mean, Breece Hall was great too before he got hurt.
That really hurt the Jets. Was Hall going down?
Yeah. Luis Breyer says, "Fact, I hate the Eagles. Any good? Yeah, there's only been one center taken so far, and that was a center that we were never going to take in Avila. Right. So yeah, all the centers are still left.
Lewis said he projects more as a guard anyway.
Yeah, JMS still available. Tippmann still available. Whippler's still available. DeBerkershaw Ferguson. He grew up on Long Island, went to Freeport High School. He was a good player for the Jets.
It was one of our favorite names. Me and my buddy Dave back in the day, we just loved that name.
They drafted him and Mangold in the same draft.
Nick Mangold.
There's one center. There's Tippmann. I knew they were taking a center, Bando.
Yep. Jets building an offensive line for their elderly quarterback.
That's a good pick. They're getting the Hogs.
Yeah. Again, they're protecting Aaron Rodgers. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
The guy's no spring chicken. You want to keep him upright. You want to keep him healthy.
So we still got JMS left. We still got. I think that's it. I don't. If JMS is, they could still go. I don't know what their rankings are at the center spot. There's certainly other guys they could.
I don't think Torrance is a center.
Torrance for sure. He's a guard. He's not a center, but yeah, for sure. They could take. And Kevin Sullivan says we need Trump dog.
Yeah, I don't feel good today, man. Otherwise, I could probably give you some Trump. Well, I could probably do it anyway. I can always conjure up Trump. Well, what can I tell you guys? The Giants. I don't want to say they're sleeping at the wheel like Sleepy Joe, but like to see Tippmann get off the board. Great player. Going to go to the Jets. The Jets are doing wonderful things, having really good drafts, doing good things, but it never seems to pan out for the Jets. The Jets will jet at the end of the day. So hopefully, Brandon Brown and Joe Shane, I believe in them. They're friends. We had a big talk this morning, Chris. I was in the Giants front office and I was giving them all my recommendations. Unfortunately, they haven't listened yet, but we'll see. I'm a great evaluator of talent. Everything I do is wonderful. Again, pay no attention that I drove the USFL into the ground. That's not important at this point. That was many, many, many years ago. So hopefully, the Giants, they're gonna do okay. You have nothing to worry about. You have my word. Joe Shane and I, we hashed it out. The Giants are gonna be okay. So there you go.
Ridiculous. So yeah, you do sound like him. NY Giants 26 says Seattle destroyed Denver in that rush trade. Oh, one of the worst trades of all time. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
It's still early. It's only a year in, but it's not looking good. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do sound like him. Like if I'm not looking at him, like it sounds.
It's pretty funny. Yeah. Someone says, "Come on with the Trump point, man. Get a sense of humor, man." Some of you. I don't even know. I'll be honest, man. These people that are so sensitive, I don't know how you live your life. I really don't. Like people that I can't imagine just being so, like no sense of humor. That's gotta suck ass. It's gotta suck ass. I wouldn't know because I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. I can't imagine being super sensitive over a guy imitating somebody, but it is what it is. Some people are just like that.
Nick the Wick says F. He wanted Tippmann.
Yeah,
I want JMS, but I don't like the Tippmanns off the board because that means JMS may not get to us.
Why does Nick the Wick have the? Oh, it's Philly 500.
Yeah,
the Giants.
500 the Giants gear.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
It's a great picture.
Danny Boy says, "Do your thing." I'm always gonna do my thing, man. Always. I don't give a shit what people think. I never have. I never will. It don't matter to me.
Rich Rodriguez says center or Torrance and Bredesen to center. Well, yeah. If we draft Torrance, that guy was getting down with it there, a Colts fan. Yeah, if we drafted Torrance, it's not even a guarantee he would start. I mean, I think it would be a battle between. I mean, eventually he would start this year for sure. But I'm saying day one, it would be a battle between Galinsky, him, and Dezudu in camp for those two guard spots if we drafted Torrance. But he's obviously projects to be a starter. It just might not be like day one.
I never looked to see what I should have looked to see. Obviously, I know what Eagle fans thought of their draft yesterday. I should have looked to see what like Washington fans thought of um, Emmanuel Forbes, if they liked that or not. Because I'm curious. Because again, I don't
I mean,
really know.
he's an exciting player. I feel like they were probably pretty excited about him.
Yeah, he's a Mohawk, but he's small.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm curious to know what they thought.
Yeah, I didn't have because the draft's over so late. Like I made my video and I went to bed. So yeah, it's hard to watch everybody's reaction the day. I usually watch it after the draft. I go back.
Yeah, I went right to bed like after the fact. I think I cut out a short of when our reaction to the Banks draft pick, but that's it.
There's Julius Brents.
Yep.
Look at the size of this dude, man. This guy's look at his arms, dude. They're like tree trunks.
Yeah. Incredible wingspan.
Yeah. And he's physical. I liked him a lot.
It's funny because you don't usually see Big 12 corners that are really good. They're not known for defense in the Big 12. He's good size.
And Lou says the Rams site is introducing Avila as a guard. Yeah, I think a lot. That's where most people had him. Most people thought he was going to be a guard. He had the ability to play center.
Up trade.
The Lions traded up.
The Lions traded up. God, how do the Lions have any picks left?
JMS, here we go.
How do the Lions have any picks left? How many times have they traded up in this draft?
Here comes JMS. Tyler, thank you very much, man. Give me the big, smelly hogs. Let's go, Tyler.
Seriously, didn't the Lions, I mean, crazy. Or no, they traded back, didn't they? I don't remember.
I'm going to go. I don't know their needs. I have no idea what their needs are. The Lions have a great offensive line, actually. I don't know if they have a great center, but they have a great offensive line. So I'm going to. I don't think they traded up for a lineman. They have one of the best linemen in the league, actually.
They trade up for Hendon Hooker?
No. I don't think so. Could be a wide receiver. Oh, you know what it could be? What about Branch?
Maybe.
I could see Branch here. Branch is still left. Yeah. We can take him. Could you imagine how excited you'd be about the secondary if we get Branch?
Oh, that'd be amazing. But Giants fans aren't going to be happy. Some Giants fans, they don't take a wide receiver.
McKinney and Branch?
Be pretty awesome. Alabama.
I think Detroit's trading up for Branch, though, if I had to guess.
I don't know. We're seeing a lot of action here so far in the second round. A lot of trades.
Yeah, a lot of trades.
A lot of trades. Oh, I didn't even know that. It says Brent's had wrist surgery in March. Needs to get the screws out in June, but should be fine for camp.
I just saw it. They got Branch.
They did.
It makes sense. It feels like it would have been a New England. I could see New England taking him. It makes sense. Makes sense. He's by far the best player still left.
Yeah.
Good pick by them. Good pick by them. That would have been sick if we got him. I'm trying to. I wish there was like a live. There must be. Let me ask the chat. Is there like a live simulator, guys? Somebody in the chat, let me know. Is there like a live simulator I could pull up and share so we could see the players that are available, like in live time? Is there like a simulator? Do one of the mock drafts do that? Like every time a guy goes off the board? No? PFF does it? All right, I'll pull up PFF then. And Carlos Vids says, "I'd love to double dip and take Tyreek Stevenson if JF. I'd be fine with that. I like Stevenson a lot. A lot of people thought he could go in the first round or very early second. Let me pull up the PFF mock simulator because that'd be cool if it does it in lifetime.
Yeah, I don't see it there. You'd think NFL.com would do it, but they're way behind.
Let's see. Let's just do all the teams. Enter draft. Let's see if it's fully updated. Yeah, they do. They're actually ahead of us. So if I show this, we're gonna see the picks before they come in. They already got the Patriots pick up, and it's not bad. It's not anybody we want. Keon White just went to the Patriots, so we'll just do this quick because I don't want to ruin it for anybody in terms of like waiting for picks. But still no center. But these are the players that are available. Let's take a quick look, Bad Dog. How come I can't look at? Oh, here we go. Big board, right? No. Wait. What did I do? Hold on.
I'm not subscribed to them. That's why I can't get it to come up.
All right. So these are the players that are still available. You got Torrance, who's highest ranked on their board. Smith's still available, who we're hoping for. Darnell Washington, he's friggin' awesome out of Georgia. Josh Downs, Cam Smith, Tyreek Stevenson, Dell, Turner, Hendon Hooker, Drew Sanders, definitely a possibility. Whippler, Hyatt, Benton, Tillman, Ringo, Simpson, Brown. I could see us going there too. There's a lot of options for the Giants here. A lot of options. But if I had to guess, I mean, just looking at this, I think it's probably. I mean, if Smith is there, I think he's the pick. I don't know if he's going to get there, but if he's there,
if Washington's on the board, like this is where I could see Shane trading up at some point. You know, if he really likes it, obviously Washington's not going to trade with us. Yeah. But I mean, 10 picks. If they really want to move up and get Schmitz, maybe they trade with Green Bay or Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
You know. So but again, Dan Hyatt's still there. Marvin Mims is still there. So you got some wide receivers that are still.
And Kyle Johnson says, Will Levis' girlfriend available?
You know what I want to know, Chris? How delayed is NFL Network if they're like 2 picks behind?
I think the picks. I think they're pulling them off of Twitter because the picks always come out on Twitter. The team probably announces it, and then they don't announce it at the draft until like 5 minutes after the fact.
I guess
that's got to be what it is. But dude, Will Levis, I would have taken her pick 1 to be honest with you, Kyle. She was smoke show. Nick the Wake says if you pull up ESPN, it shows best available at a good pace. All right, I'll do ESPN. Is it a simulator, Nick, or is it? Let me go to ESPN. Let me see. NFL draft. Okay, at a good pace. Yeah, it still hasn't shown the. Okay, we'll do that one then. It still hasn't shown the Patriots pick. So
there's still some good players out here for the Giants, man.
Oh, there's a lot of good players.
Torrance, Schmitz, Washington,
Hyatt.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say they'll double down on these guys, but Cam Smith, Tyreek Stevenson still there, DJ Turner, Drew Sanders is a guy they've talked about, Mock is still there. Again, Jalen Hyatt, Marvin Mims, Cedric Tillman.
And we got time says as a Miami fan, we get Stevenson off his jersey before he gets off the play. He loves Miami.
Yeah,
he loves Miami. And he loved what's his name? Chase Claypool.
Yes, he did.
He loved him.
Yes, he did.
Pick is in for the Patriots. We already know their pick.
Yeah.
Let me take a quick look at the ESPN app and let's see what we got. Brian Branch, that's already been the pick. Oh, so here you go. Let me see. Is it a simulator, Nick, or is it? Oh, best available. There we go. Hendon Hooker. Okay, so here's your best availables: Benton, Benton, Washington, Stevenson, Torrance, Schmitz. There's our guy right there, Bad Dog. Right freaking there.
Yeah,
Like
I'm looking at PFF, but Schmitz is the third best. He's not that far down the
Hyatt.
It says Washington needs a center, so I get a little concerned about that.
I hate that. I hate that.
I'm a little.
So this is a pressure pick, right?
Especially since the Eagles and Cowboys did what they did. Washington's going to be thinking the same thing we are. Well, we need to beef up our interior offensive line.
I ain't looking at the chat because I feel like this could be the pick that it happens.
I mean, the next center down the board's Weipler from Ohio State. It's the next available best center.
We could take him.
I'm just saying, it's center wise. I mean, Cody Hawk's still there. So, does Tampa Bay take Hendon Hooker? I'm trying to figure out where Hendon Hooker's going to go.
I think he's going.
Seattle.
I think he's not going in the second round.
No.
Yeah, that's my prediction. We already know the Patriots pick.
Seattle would be a great spot for Hendon Hooker.
We need to get past Washington. If we get past Washington, any of these teams could take him, though. Seattle could take him again.
Yeah.
We got a long way, Bad Dog. We
do. We definitely got a long ways to go.
If you're Shane here, if you want JMS, you pick up the phone soon, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's in that window. I think 10 picks, that's probably a fourth, I would imagine. I don't think it's a third unless you're swapping thirds. Well, no, the Giants picked late in the third round, so I don't know exactly how they would do that.
Richard says, put PFF chat snitches anyway.
What do you say?
After the Giants pick, Richard, I'll put up the PFF because then I don't care if picks get spoiled for me.
Right.
So after the Giants go, I'll put up the PFF.
Hi, buddy. Oh, God. Oh, God.
And NY Giants 26 says JMS 57, Hutchinson 89.
Next time.
He wants his Hutchinson.
Next time. I have to wait a little bit for that.
I want to hit the triple crown, NY Giants 26. I said 3 days ago.
You can wear that.
The top 3 picks were I picked Banks, I picked JMS round 2, and I picked Tyler Scott.
Better on him.
Round 3. So I want to hit the triple crown. But we got 10 more picks to get to our pick. So we got a long way to go for JMS to get there. And Washington can definitely go somewhere.
Dave's going to use that eventually. But not now. A few days.
You can leave that right there.
Here we go. Picks in for Washington.
Okay. If you just want to use it on Saturday, you can.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, buddy. It looks like
Little Bad Dog. I heard him.
Yeah, you got my hat on. It's like, I'm going to wear this for now. I said, okay. My rock hat that I always wear. Like, you can wear that.
All right, we got the pick. Giants, make a move. If they don't take him, make a move. Come up and get James.
Yeah, I think they got. I'm worried here because, like I said, it says one of their needs was center, and
this guy played forever. London Fletcher.
He was good too. Yes, they didn't take him. It's actually not a bad pick. I mean, Martin's not a bad player at all, but thank God that's great for us.
Yeah, because we were worried they could take the center. Illinois' defense was ridiculous this year.
Yeah. Again, their offense was atrocious. Kind of like Iowa. Same thing, man. They're mirror images of one another. Illinois and Iowa, good defense, good solid defense. Their offense was awful.
All right. We're getting close. We're getting close.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Shane might be on the phone now. If he wants Schmitz, I mean, if he's looking at wide receiver, there's still.
Hey, yeah, for all we know, he's got Schmitz and Whippler near even.
He could,
or he may trade up for Hyatt. We know that they showed a lot of interest in Hyatt. Like, I'll tell you what, man. You know who I'm starting to get interested in? Let me see. I think he's still available. Let me pull up the mock.
Who?
And it's not a position I was anticipating here. Right here. If he gets to us, I know he's a tight end.
Oh, Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington is a monster out of Georgia. He should not still be available.
He might go right here to Tampa.
Keanu Benton I like too.
Pick is in. Pick is.
What's the pick here? What's the pick? Now my palms are starting to get a little sweaty. We're still like 8 picks.
I hear you.
Starting to get a little sweaty. Buccaneers selection.
Joe Shane's got to think about pulling the trigger at this point. I don't think Tampa needs a center.
I have no idea. We know Seattle does, though, and they still have a pick.
Yeah, and Seattle's really interested in him, too. Maybe the Giants can get up there with the Dolphins.
Cody Mauch.
He looks like Nick Mangold.
Yeah, he does.
He looks like Nick Mangold.
Yeah, he does.
He's got to be related to Nick Mangold, dude. Looks like a caveman. He does. You want to mess with that dude in the dark alley? I don't.
That looks like my kind of lineman.
Look at that guy.
And Carlos's vid says, I know we hate to think the way, but we are still in the middle of a rebuild. Trading up isn't the move right now. We need to draft lots of talent everywhere. Super Bowl isn't within reach this year. I get that, but sometimes there's a player that you think should not be there. And I think you could still trade up during a rebuild if you really like a player and think he could be a long part of the future of your football team.
Right. If you're trying to rebuild for a championship, when you want your guys that you think are going to get you there, it depends on how much you got to give up. I mean, you don't want to give up your entire future, but if you can make a realistic trade and get the guy you want.
I'm gonna look this up. Teams that need a center in the NFL draft. Let me see.
The Seattle does. Seattle's, again, we were worried about Washington, but I think Seattle, that one worries me. I got to go hit the head. This has been be right back.
Yeah. All right, who's in front of us? You got Pittsburgh right now. According to this site, at least, let's see their team needs. Pittsburgh, they have their team needs listed as center. Their number one need. Oh shit. Shit. Oh shit. Here we go. I would be happy with Torrance. And Jack says, Chris, I'm praying, you and me both, man. You and me both. Kyle Johnson says the Mulch dude ate his 2 front. It looked like he ate his 5 front teeth. Looked like he didn't even have teeth.
I think he was chewing down trees.
And Kevin Sullivan says, enjoy the ride, boys. Let's go, man. Just the guy says, I like Washington and Rashawn Johnson in the 3rd, even if we have to move up. I like Washington here for sure. If they took Darnell Washington, I would not be upset. A lot of people felt that he was for a late first, very early second round pick. You know what's going to happen? He's going to get there and we're going to pass. And then people are going to go crazy.
Right.
I could see the Steelers taking him for sure. I just looked up team needs, and center was listed as their highest need.
Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Seattle is the one that I was most concerned about.
I mean, who knows how accurate that site is, but the Steelers' offensive line is a complete disaster. It overperformed relative to expectations, blah, 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 blah. And then they was centers the biggest. Seattle, they was guard and center as their biggest needs. So we got two teams right. I'd be surprised if he gets to us.
Cyrus Torrance is still on the board.
We have options. I mean, if he doesn't get there, we're going to get a good player where we're picking.
But Keely Ringo really fell down the board too. Seattle worries me, man, because
Bears probably need a center too. Their offensive line is garbage.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Shane moved up with the Dolphins. It'd be 6 picks. If he tried, I mean, I don't know how much that can't be any more than a 4th.
NY Giants 26 says JMS still alive. Pittsburgh must have picked, and they didn't take him, I'm assuming. And Jay says if you draft Torrance, then it's right guard, left guard is Azudu. Yeah, I mean, I think definitely at least by midseason that would be the lineup. I could definitely see Gawinski starting the year, but I would think at some point during the year, relatively early, that would be the lineup.
I know a lot of Giants fans like Torrance, so I don't think they'd be upset if he
Torrance
fell to it and they went that way.
Yeah, you can't be upset if you get Torrance.
Still need a guard. I mean, we still need interior in general.
Alan Faneca.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Keanu Benton.
Right.
I like him. Would have been okay taking him. Green Bay. What do you think? Let's see what their team needs are. Green Bay. Who did they draft? They took a tight end. They just took a tight end.
Yep.
And I forgot what they took in the first. They needed a wide receiver, tight end, safety.
They took an edge. They took Van Ness in the first.
They did, yes. I don't think they're going center, based off of team needs at least. They might go Hyatt. They might get another weapon.
Yeah, they could definitely go. They could definitely take Hyatt here.
How ironic would that be if they draft 2 weapons the year after Rodgers?
I know.
They never drafted him weapons, right?
No, not in the first round anyway.
Ever, right? Well, they did. Watson was basically a first-round pick last year. But
true, and he ended up being pretty damn good.
Yeah.
He ended up being pretty freaking good. He helped me win my fantasy league this year. I can tell you that. Him and Olave were really good for us.
Leroy Butler.
Here's another really good player. Well, obviously, these guys are all Hall of Famers.
I would say, no offense to Lawrence Tynes, but as I'm watching this, I'm like, why did we pick Tynes? But then I remembered that Tynes lives in Kansas City.
Yes, he does.
Jaden Reed out of Michigan State. I remember because he played for the Chiefs, and I remember when he was on my channel, he said that he lives in Kansas. So Jaden Reed.
I remember when he was on our channel, he said he lives in Kansas City, and a lot of his friends who have no no affiliation with the Giants said they liked Daniel Jones a lot.
Yeah. So now Miami, Seattle, Chicago, Chargers, Detroit. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks, and then we're up.
That Seattle pick worries me.
Yeah, I agree. So does the Chicago one.
Because they were very interested in Schmitz from what I understand.
Just the guy wants a running back here. He says, I'd be into Charbonnet here, the running back out of UCLA. I like him, just not here. I wouldn't be upset if we took him in the 3rd if he got there, but not here.
Yeah, I don't want to run him back in the 2nd round.
Just the guy loves running backs. Because I remember before the draft started, he was like, should we take what's his name? The guy that won 8th overall yesterday. Bijan
Robinson.
Yeah, he wanted him. Yeah. Who Oh, to Armstead. Okay. V-Rock, thank you very much, man. I don't see the New York Giants passing up on a wide receiver at 57. I could see it if JMS is there or Torrance. But they might go wide receiver.
They could.
They could also go with the tight end from Georgia.
Darnell Washington.
What is this guy? He's reading a novel? Come on. My God. Make the pick. He's probably saying something very nice, but I can't hear him. They took Cam Smith.
There you go. So this one worries me. I don't know.
Yeah, I think these next two picks, these are the nail biters, the next two.
The Bears need so much that I'm not as worried about them as I am Seattle.
Chicago needs a center too. Cornerback, center, edge, guard are their biggest needs.
Yeah, but I feel like Chicago is gonna they need a lot of crap. Seattle worries me.
Let's say the Chargers, no center need. These are the two picks here. Seattle, Chicago. I think if it gets past those two teams, we're sitting pretty good.
Yeah.
If we want JMS.
Right.
Which we don't even know if they do, but
we don't. They could be targeting their
Jalen Hyatt.
They could be.
They're definitely not going receiver, I don't think, because Seattle already has two and they drafted one yesterday.
Right.
So they're not going receiver.
Nope, they're not going to go.
I don't think they'd go with the tight end either. I think they either go defense or offensive line here.
You would think.
Is that James Baldwin? Might not be. I don't know. Oh, KJ Wright. Yeah, he was a good player. I don't even want to look at the chat. I'm like, I don't like missing donations, but I don't even want to look at the chat because they're going to ruin it. I see a blue one. I'll get that in a second. There's a big pick here, guys.
Yeah. Wow. They went running back?
They took the guy that just the guy wanted. They took Charbonnet.
That's crazy because they just took Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. That's kind of reminiscent of when the Packers took the dude we wanted from Boston College, the running back.
AJ Dillon.
Yeah. When they took him in the second round when they already had a pretty good running back. And he's a similar run style.
Right. They had Aaron Jones and wow. That's wow. I didn't see that one coming.
He's a physical runner. That's why I was like, third round, I'd be interested in him, but not here.
That's wow. Well, that's good. Close. Another player down.
Just the guy says, got to get that 1-2 punch, but we still have a 1. I think we're going to get another running back. I just don't think it's going to be here.
It's going to be, I'm telling you, it's going to be Deuce Vaughn.
You want the squirt.
I'm speaking it into existence.
Are we going to have a shot at JMS?
If he gets by the Bears. Still, those receivers are there too, man. Imagine if Marvin Mims fell to the third round and the Giants could pick him up there.
Oh, my God, dude. Oh, my God. Let's go.
Chicago's picks in. Again, man, they need so much. I was more worried about Seattle, but like when I made that video today, someone's like, "Oh, he's not getting past Seattle or Pittsburgh." I think we're the two. They're like, "There's no way he's getting past Seattle," but he did. That was the one that worried me. I can't believe. I mean, I'm surprised they weren't running back there.
NYJ 26 says run on corners now. Thank God we took one at 24. Yeah, a lot of corners came off the board, right? Cam Smith came off. Brent's came off. There was a couple. There was at least one other that went off in the second round.
Well, Branch went out. He's a safety.
A quarter, of course.
Jatavius Martin.
Branch is a safety.
Jatavius Martin went to Washington. So they went back to back on corners.
They did.
They took Forbes and then they took Martin.
They did.
So obviously they're thinking the same thing. They're thinking, man, the wide receivers in this division.
Yeah, thank God we took a corner.
Yeah, it looks
None
even
of them are
smarter
left.
now, right?
Well, you still got the dude from Michigan. He's good.
Right. But he could go before we get the pick too.
Yeah. And I think that let me take a look at who's still left.
For
Oh,
corner,
Tyreek Stevenson's still
Tyreek
left.
Stevenson still.
Yeah,
left.
he's good. Ringo's still left too. All right, there's still some corners left.
Yeah.
DJ Turner's the one from Michigan. Riley Moss from Iowa.
I'm curious if Hyatt and Schmitz are there. I'm curious where the Giants go.
I think they go.
I think they got to go center because I think you can trade back up and get another wide receiver, or you can get your guy in the third round.
Yeah, I mean, my
Yeah.
brain says Schmitz because, especially after what the Eagles did
Right.
last night. But Joe Shane tells me not Schmitz because of what he said about the offensive line. I hope we get Schmitz. You know how happy Giants fans would be coming out of that? You get your starting center. You get your starting corner. You still have a plethora of wide receivers you could probably take at 89 tonight.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Or they could, if they really like a guy, they could, because you're not going to have to give up as much draft capital. You start trading up later, in later rounds, obviously.
Like, let's look at the wide receivers that are still left. You've got
Dan Hylett, Marvin Mims, Perry still there.
Jaden Reed. You've got Cedric Tillman. You've got, Marvin Mims, you said. Josh Downs. There's options.
Yeah. And I think there's, at this point, you're going to want to get your center because there's more wide receivers.
Nathaniel Dell.
And
Tyler
again,
Scott, my guy. Charlie Jones.
don't rule out Darnell Washington if he's there.
I'm not ruling him out. I don't think the Bears will take him because they got Cole Kmet.
Yep.
Chargers could take him.
They could. You never know. That kid's fired up.
Kansas City's already on the. It says Kansas City's on the clock. Kansas City must have made a trade. In the background, it says pick 55. What? Kansas City jumped?
I don't see them.
Yep, there it is. It just changed. You see in the background?
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Yeah. Kansas
Well, they're
City
not taking a center.
They're not taking a center.
But there's your Jalen Hyatt.
Jalen Hyatt just went? Oh,
no, I'm just saying that's
Kansas City,
we predicted he would go to the Chiefs.
We did. He is such a Chief. He really is.
He is.
I could see JMS going here.
Let's hope.
Oh, Devin Hester, what a beast he was.
Yes. That he was.
Yes! Oh, baby! And Kansas City ain't
Kansas
taking
City's
that.
not taking one. But we thought maybe in the first round Hyatt would go there. But Hyatt is such a Chief. Kind of like Bijan was such a Falcon.
Richard says trade up to get JMS and Torrance and a wide receiver, 2 number 2s. At this point, I think we're just going to stay where we are at this point.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Wow. Can you turn that down, buddy?
They took the D tackle, by the way, Dexter from Florida.
Yep, I saw it. Gervin Dexter.
Yeah. Picks in for the Chargers. Chargers took a receiver last night.
Let's see.
I think Hyatt's going to Kansas City.
I do too. I do too.
I hate that Dallas is picking in back of us because every pick, I'm like, are they going to jump us?
Right, right.
I hate it. I hate it.
But I don't think Dallas needs a center, do they?
Probably not. Well, they lost Frederick no, because they got Biotis, right?
Yeah. Their offensive line is pretty solid. I think they might.
I just hate that they're picking behind us, though. Because you always know in the back of your head they may jump us.
Right.
Here we go. Nick Hardwick. Don't tell me a center's
Oh,
going to
center. Yeah, God. I'm like, no center. No center, please. No center. No center. Let's not have a center, please. No center for them. No superior.
We're 2 picks away.
We are.
Kansas
Kansas City's not taking it. We're 1 pick away because Kansas City's not taking
There's
the center.
no way KC's taking a center.
They're not taking the center. We don't have to worry about that. I still think Jay and Hyatt's going there.
And let me take a quick look at Jacksonville.
I don't think
Jacksonville's listed needs are
line. So they could do it.
cornerback, guard. They could take Torrance. I think they're taking Torrance. Makes too much sense. Florida
Yep.
went to the Gators. They could use a guard.
True.
Hyatt to the Chiefs. We're in agreement here.
Yeah, we liked them going to the Chiefs in the first round, so the Chiefs traded up. It's very possible.
And it makes sense they jumped the Giants because the Giants are a team that could take a receiver.
Yep.
I think they're going Hyatt.
Yeah, I do too.
Picks in for us.
Right. Picks in. Again, we know they're not going center, so we don't have to worry about that.
And Bodo with the member chat, man, I appreciate. He says burp. Appreciate it, man. Thanks popping in, Bodo. Bodo's the man.
Bodo is the man.
And Bodo says, time for dad Mayo jokes. Hope his parent worked at Best Foods, went to Duke, play best in a spread scheme. Favorite coach, Bill Parcells. Favorite movie, Officer and a Gentleman. Go Steelers. Appreciate you popping in, Bodo, man.
Mayo.
Hope you're doing well, buddy. He's a big Steelers fan, right?
Yes, he is. Yes.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise. Officer and a Gentleman's a great freaking movie.
Oh, epic.
Great movie. Great.
I'm confident with the Chiefs pick. Like, they ain't taking a center.
No. They're definitely not taking a
Chicago just jumped us. We got screwed. They absolutely jumped us to take JMS.
I'm sure they did.
That's just what happened.
They did that to us with Leonard Floyd, too.
Son of a bitch.
Wow. Maybe the Giants didn't care. Maybe they wanted their receiver. Very possible. It's very possible.
Why else would Chicago jump? They need a center.
Chicago needs a lot.
Yeah, but they know. But why would they jump the Giants? Like, the Giants need a center, right? They need a center.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong, but
yeah, I don't know. These picks are taking a long freaking time. I know that.
Brad says DeJuan Jones is a guard, 6'8", 360. Yeah, he's big. Couple people have told me about him. He's massive.
Massive.
Right now I'm just thinking JMS, but I don't like that Chicago just jumped us. It feels so much like when the Cowboys jumped us to take Biotis.
Yeah, well,
because they knew we
again,
wanted a center.
they jumped us to take Leonard Floyd a couple of years ago. That's when we took Eli out. Boy, I was mad when Chicago jumped it. I was pissed because I wanted Leonard Floyd in the worst way.
Mr. Lopez says, I'm ready to celebrate, man. I hope, man. I don't like that Chicago just jumped us. I don't like that.
Who knows?
But I'm going to keep my spirits up, man. And not a J exit. Chicago gives Philly Carter. Now this. Yeah. Hopefully not, man.
It's taking a long freaking time here for the Chiefs to. This their picks in, but God Almighty, like how long does it take? How long does it take? The suspense is killing me, man.
I guess they're in Kansas City, so they're playing it up.
Yes.
It already says it's up to pick 57.
What does?
That's the. I mean, my God, you got Darnell Washington still there. Like,
I know there's still a lot. Even if the Bears did take JMS, there's a lot of good players.
You got Simpson there.
Yeah, Jalen Hyatt's there.
You could go Ringo. You could double up on the corner if you
could.
wanted to.
You definitely could. Torrance is still there if you want to go guard. If you want to beef up your interior offensive line, I mean,
Stevenson.
There's a lot of good players there.
I'd be surprised. I'm gonna say this. I'd be pretty surprised if Kansas City does not take Hyatt here.
I am too.
I'd be pretty surprised.
I am too. Boy, this is taking forever, man. How long does it take to get the pick in?
V-Rock says, what are the odds they go to commercial? Oh, 100%. As soon as that Bears pick goes in, they're going straight to commercial. I guarantee it.
Well, the Giants pick? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Chiefs picks in.
It's been in for 10 minutes.
It's going to be Hyatt.
I think it's going to be Hyatt.
Maybe it's Sanders.
I think it's going to be Kevin, can you turn that down, please? It's going to be I think it's going to be Hyatt's just such a chief. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
For them to take Jalen Hyatt.
They love speed, man.
That guy's got a great head of moss.
They love Michael Hardman.
Yeah.
He does have great moss, doesn't he?
That's pretty good. Kill for that head of hair. I would. That is awesome.
They did go receiver, but they go Rashay
Rice. Wow. Jalen Hyatt's still there. Kevin, you didn't turn that down, buddy.
Wow.
Well, I still hear it. Can we turn it down a little bit?
So we got Hyatt. We got Schmitz.
All right, thank you.
We got Washington.
Well, we'll see what the Bears do.
We got Ringo. We got Torrance.
We got Hyatt.
We got options. That's what we got.
We got a lot of options.
Biagalo, thank you very much, man. I'm convinced these networks are out to torture Giants fans with the timing of these. Absolutely.
They are.
I'm telling you, this Bears pick is going to go in, and then it's going right to commercial.
Yep. It is.
Happens every draft. Whenever we pick.
It is.
And just a guy, thank you very much, man. Washington or Branch already off the board.
Yep. Branson did.
Yeah, somebody traded up for him.
Was it Detroit? I forget who traded up to get him.
I can't remember, but he's off the board. Here we go. This is the last pick, and then we're up.
Yep. Yeah, Detroit traded up to get him. Chiefs are high-fiving. They love Rashay Rice. Do you think that they'd ever – well –
how could they ever be upset? They got Pat Mahomes. Rashay Rice is going to look like a superstar no matter what.
Of course he is.
Like, that'll be the next fantasy wide receiver.
All right, don't take our center.
I'm going to be positive, but I do not have a good feeling about it because why else would the Bears jump the Giants here? And it's a big need of theirs.
It really is.
You know, I don't feel good about this.
They did it to us once before. Let's hope that doesn't happen again.
I don't feel good about this.
Devin Hester, he already announced it once. And the Bears go wide receiver because they
baby! They
didn't take him.
Oh, we got a shot at JMS. We got a shot at
Come
JMS.
on, listen, Chris.
We
You
got a
locked
shot
him
at
in.
Hyatt.
Listen, you locked in John. You locked in Schmitz. So Schmitz is the guy.
Come on!
I'm not looking at the chat.
No, not looking at the chat right now.
But yeah,
We already know we're going to commercial.
John Michael Schmitz. I'm calling it. He's a Giant. I'm calling it.
And
We ain't
Anthony
going
Davis says
receiver
this is
here.
why the Giants
We're
moved
going
up.
receiver in the 3rd round. Everybody that was upset, well, people that want a receiver, they're going to be upset. He's going to
Big
be our
Sid.
guy. There's no
Big
way
Sid.
you pass on him. That was
Lawrence
fast.
Hines, you kicked us to 2 Super Bowls. I need you to kick us to center right now.
We're getting the center. We're getting John Michael Schmitz. There's no question. I can't believe he fell to us, man.
We brought him in for a top 30 visit.
Where's the
We need a
commercial?
center.
Where's the commercial? Go to the commercial. Do it. Kill us again. Kill me slowly.
Ain't no commercial. We're going right to it.
Come on, Lawrence.
Let's go. He's got the Dable shirt on.
As well he should.
I'll be happy with Hyatt. I'll be happy with Darnell Washington. But
Nah, it's time for Schmitz. We can get a receiver in the
want
3rd
JMS.
round.
Come on. Come on.
Was that sneaky G-Man that was just there?
Yeah, it was.
Come on. Yes!
Two for two!
Go!
Oh, baby! Let's go!
Let's go, baby! Can I do it? Whee! Let's go!
Stand up! New York Giant fans!
Joe the Genius comes through again. I think we have to sweat that one out a little bit, but we'll take it.
Baby!
Take
I gotta
it.
go on Twitter real quick.
That is amazing.
I gotta go on
Kevin,
Twitter real quick.
Gotta turn it down, buddy. Yes.
Holy shit.
That was awesome. Now we get a receiver, Chris. And we drop it to Mike. Let's go. Let's go.
Hey, Daddy, you're a little bit loud.
Yeah, I'm loud because I'm excited. The Giants just got their center of the future. Let's go. Come on, say let's go. Scream. Give me a let's go, Giants.
I would have been happy with him at 25.
No, louder than that. Come on,
I would have been happy with him at 25, man, dog.
One more time. Let him hear you.
Oh, my God.
Let him hear you. Turn that down and give him a let's go, Giants. Come on. Come here. Give him a
Anthony
let's
Davis
go,
says this is why the
Giants.
Giants moved up from 24 to 20 out
Louder
of
than
5
that.
goddamn
Come on.
Bears.
No, let's go, Giants.
Let's go, Giants.
All right, there we go. Yeah, let's go, Giants. Let's go.
Man, look, obviously, I got the volume down, right? And they don't show the pick until they say the full name.
Right.
But I saw Tyne say 3 names.
Yes, that's it. I saw the same thing.
And I knew it.
Same thing. That's why we celebrated
I was
at the same
mouthing it out with him.
Yes.
It says John Michael Smith. I was like,
Yes.
That's it. Just show the name.
Let's go. That was freaking awesome. Chris, your dreams came true.
2 for 2. And if they get Tyler Scott ahead on the first 3 picks.
Yes. Let's go, Giants.
Shoemaker to Michigan. Anthony Davis says this is why the Giants moved up from 24 to 25. Goddamn Bears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it worked out, buddy. It worked out. Anybody that's bitching about this pick, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, Chris, I told you I sat down with Joe Shane and we had a discussion. And I said, listen, you got to get John Michael Schmitz at all costs. And, Joe Shane told me, he said, don't worry, Donald. I got it all under control. Giants fans, he knows what he's doing. So just relax. We're going to have a great team. The Giants are going to do big things. It's going to be unbelievably huge, quite frankly. Joe Shane's not a dog like that horrible Rosie O'Donnell. He's good people. So that's awesome, man. That was great. It was great. I'm so freaking pumped, dude. What if first 2 picks, Chris?
I'm going to post the Tyler Scott picture next. We're trying to go for 3 for 3. We're trying to go for 3 for 3. Hold on. Let me post it on Twitter. That's my third pick. So that's what I had. So that's what I'm sticking with.
All right, let's go. That's awesome, man. That
2 for 2, bad dog. That's my dream scenario. That's my dream scenario before the draft started. Those 2 players.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Love it.
I gotta be honest. I want Marvin Mims. I want Joe Shane to get up there and get Hyatt or Mims in the worst way. That was awesome, man. What a great pick.
I'm so fired
Barry
up.
says, "Doggy, this Saturday Night Live." Listen, I'll give you a little insight to what's coming. I told you. You know, if I'm going to do Donald Trump, I have to have some kind of hair. So, I'd have no hair in my head, but, now we have hair.
He's got
So
hair.
we're going to look great. We're going to look spectacular. I just have to go out. I just got to get some orange paint, throw it all over my face, Chris. And then we'll be able to look official.
John says,
This is good luck. We brought down the Trump wagon. We got it.
We're good. John says, spoiler alert, Chris. Sorry, we got JMS. Congrats. You didn't spoil nothing because I didn't read the chat, but I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we turned the chat off. We turned the chat off.
Not says don't read the chat. I didn't. You got an authentic reaction.
I was down in the dumps. I don't feel good. I've had a wicked migraine today. I don't know why. I think it's my allergies. My wife's like, you have allergies. I'm like, I never had allergies. But in the back of my head, man, it hurts. But it went away.
Phenopolis says, I think Chicago skipped Jacksonville. I hope. It worked out. I don't even care anymore. It worked out. We got anything else tonight is gravy. I don't even care what we do in the 3rd round. Like, I want Tyler Scott, but I don't even care what we do in the 3rd round.
Man, listen, if there's a way to get Jalen Hyatt or Marvin Mims.
Of course. But no matter what they take there, I'm going to – dude.
Yeah, what a first 2 picks. Unbelievable. I'm just trying to –
I would have been fine with switching to 25.
Darnell Washington's still there. Imagine if he fell to the 3rd round. Drew
and
Sanders
Bill M says, finally, a solid offensive line.
We're getting there, Bill.
Think about the
getting
future
there,
of this
brother.
offensive line, Giants fans. Think
We're
about I
getting
got to put the shades on because
Mine
it's too bright.
Mine upstairs.
You got Andrew Thomas on the left side. He's like 24, 25.
Let me go get my shades. Hold on a second.
You got Evan Neal on the right side. He's like 22. Now you got this big monster in the middle. John Michael Smith. He's 24. I don't care. He's young. We're rocking, baby. We're rocking, baby. You got a Zudu developing at the guard spot. Pick up another guard next year. Hell, maybe we take another lineman. I'm on cloud 9.
I gotta be honest. I don't know if my kid has ever given me a "Let's Go Giants" every time I've asked. But even he was pumped up about the John Michael Schmitz pick because he gave us a "Let's Go Giants."
Bad dog, you're a center guy.
I'm a center. I love it. I love it. I love. I've wanted a center for the last 3 years. You know this. I wanted Creed Humphrey. I wanted Linderbaum. We got our center. I love it. I was worried about, when Chicago jumped us, that scared me.
Big time.
I don't know why they would jump us to get, unless they thought somebody else was going to jump us to get Tyreek Stevenson, because obviously we went corner. You didn't think we were going to double up. Seattle, that was the one that worried me.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I don't remember what video it's on, but somebody's like, oh, he's not getting to the Giants because Seattle's going to, I forgot where that is. I don't know. I had a lot of comments on this video, so I'm not going to be able to find it, but he said there's no way John Michael Schmitz getting to the Giants. Well, guess what? He did. He did.
Bodo says, all right, I guess they should drive Giants fans hanging there. No hypothetically jumping off the Arizonos until midseason. Keep up the great work, Chris. I appreciate it. But listen, we ain't jumping nowhere. We're ecstatic right now. We're on cloud 9, man. But
By the way, I just got this one. The last guy from Maryland that made an impact was Randy White. Ironically, Big Blue held the pick and traded it to Dallas for Craig Morton, a bum pick. Well, the hell's that got to do with anything? What's the hell's it got? What the hell's that got? What's the college got to do with anything? Because he came
Well,
to Maryland, it's no good.
The Bills just got Torrance. That's a good pick.
It is a good pick.
Kevin Sullivan's. You know what? I'll share the board actually now. Might as well, right? We're not picking for a while. Kevin Sullivan says 2 for 2. Appreciate it, Kevin, man. Thank you very much, buddy. And Thomas says, so Chris, who's that? I just told you Tyler Scott's gonna be our third pick. I already told you that. We're golden, baby. We're gonna get that speed start at Cincinnati. That's what we got next. If I hit that, if I hit that, Joe Shane needs to put me on his payroll.
Here we go. Worst pick ever as far as Deontay Banks goes. Worst pick ever. I prefer wide receiver. Banks equals Baker, not Stephen Baker. Okay.
Somebody's destroying our first 2 picks.
No, this is from my video today. Somebody else just said, this is not the 80s. You know what? Casey, Chips, offense, not defense. Right. Because Kansas City's defense didn't shut down the freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers in that Super Bowl, beat their ass 31-9. Right. It's got nothing to do with defense. Idiots.
DJ Turner.
Watch football.
They needed a corner because Eli Apple, right? Bengals.
Oh, yes.
DJ Turner.
I'm trying to find that thing. I'm trying to find that.
Jihad says Tana 2 for 2. Bing bong. We're going to be bing bonging on Sunday. Fabian says, let's go. I'm happy. Now loving it. Great stream, guys. Appreciate it, Fabian, man. Thanks for being here, buddy.
I can't
Max
find
says,
that
I
comment.
told you.
I just think it's funny. The guy said there's no way John Michael Schmidt's Oh, it was on Instagram, I think. Maybe.
Max says, I told you from the beginning this was my guy. JMS will protect my boy DJ. DJ's got a new best friend. DJ's got he got 2 best friends. He got Andrew Thomas. Now he's got JMS and Evan Neal. He's got 3 best friends. Dude, we get Barkley back here. Now we got a center. We got Darren Waller. We're going to add a wide receiver in the 3rd round. We got Paris Campbell, 4.31 speed on the outside. I'm excited. Oh, baby. I can see the light bad, dog.
That's why I got my glasses on. Our future's bright, baby.
Joel says, Tana, what are the lottery numbers? 2 for 2. We're going 3 for 3, Joel. We're going 3 for 3. And Mr. Lopez says, let's go. Duran says, Philly challenge accepted. Anthony says, the GOAT center is ours. Go Giants. I'm so pumped up, Anthony. Holy crap, man. Big Daddy says, Joe is earning every penny. I can't believe he fell there because there were so many teams that needed a center. And then the Bears jumped us. I'm like, we're dead. We're dead.
Yeah. The Seattle, they worried. Again, we got by Seattle. I was thinking, okay, we got to really get you. And then when the Bears jumped us, it's like, oh, God, not again. But it worked out.
LA Lou says, congrats, guys. I was on pins and needles for JMS for yous, guys. Glad you got your guy, man. Man. We've needed this center. So it definitely makes me a lot less nervous going into the year now about this offensive line.
Yep.
Now you think about this, bad dog. We got depth all of a sudden because now you got Bredesen, who now is going to compete at the guard spot with Azudu, with Glowinski. You still may draft another interior offensive lineman.
They definitely could.
That's depth now on this offensive line. They needed to take that center.
Yeah, they did. The Giants. I mean, that was huge because there's not a lot of centers left. You still got good wide receiver value in the 3rd round.
Yeah. Bomb Squad says New York, it's sole possession of the 2 best centers. Grats. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah. You got a center. You got Tippmann. The Jets got Tippmann.
That's true. They did. That worried me because when he went off the board that early, I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. And Trizzy says another dead-eye pick for the gods are on our side. Let's go. And the Ace Avenue says, Chris, 2 for 2. Need them lotto numbers next. If I hit 3 for 3, I'm playing lotto tonight. If I ever, there's no way I'm hitting Tyler Scott. That's like, but if I ever did, Matthew says, let's go. I'm a Joe Dable sexual.
I hear you.
And Max says, JMS was the only lineman to have beaten Jalen Carter in the Senior Bowl. Dude, his Senior Bowl highlights were ridiculous. Ridiculous. He was throwing those guys around like ragdolls. That's where he started to see his draft stock rise. And Richard says, trade up back to the second round, get Mims or another wide receiver.
Yeah, I would love that.
I wouldn't be against
it. I freaking love that.
Hyatt still hasn't been picked, right? I missed like 3 picks, so he might have been picked.
Who?
Hyatt.
I'll check.
I'll check right now. Actually, I got the ESPN big board. Let's go to page 1. Darnell Washington's still there. Hyatt's still there. Washington's still there. Hyatt's still there. Ringo's still there. Yeah. Trenton Simpson's still there.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Marvin Mims is still there.
Drew
Josh
Sanders
Downs is still there. Sidney Brown is still there. Drew Sanders is still there.
Keely Ringo is still there. Trenton Simpson really fell, man. Why?
Murdoch says, we got our 320-pound man. Yeah, man. I wouldn't mind another 300-pounder. You know I dream about him all the time. Diehard says, we got our center. Let's go. Let's go, man. Gundog says, the only downfall, he is 24 years old. That's not really a downfall for me. 24, whatever. Center, it's not like centers, they're not like running backs. They could last till mid-30s. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. I mean, I guess in terms of development and upside, you could say a guy that's 20, 21 has a higher ceiling. But I think he's going to be at least an average center in the NFL, which is great. When's the last time we had an average center? Haven't had one in a long time. We haven't had a center play back-to-back years for this team since, I think, 2017.
Well, it was funny on the on that video, a guy, it's not there anymore. Did he delete his comment? He must have deleted his comment. A guy, I'm pretty sure I pinned it on that video. It said Minnesota. It was a Minnesota fan. He said, we got Jordan Addison. Good luck trying to stop us from scoring. I said, yeah, that's awesome. Good luck trying to stop anybody else from scoring. And I don't see that comment anymore. I can't find the comment where the guy said Schmitz wasn't going to be there. But I did think Seattle had a really good opportunity.
I thought there was a chance he would be there, but it was like, 50-50. But once I saw Chicago jump in front of us, I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, no chance he's getting to us. Diego says, who we taking around 3, Chris? You know what? I told Tyler Scott, man. We're going with Tyler Scott. We're going with the speedy wide receiver. Strange out of Penn State just went. Now the pick is in for Houston. And Pencilman says, damn, nice to have a GM that knows.
Wow, what is going on with Darnell Washington? Like,
he's dropping.
Brenton Strange over Darnell Washington?
And Independent Outsider says, John Jacob Jingle Michael Smith.
His right.
Name is my name too. When 57 pick is out, we hear the people shout, we got John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith. I love it. Love it, Independent. And Jack says, Chris, can you see the future or something? Yeah, I'm seeing the future. I'm seeing the future right now. You know what I'm seeing a lot of, Bad Dog, next year?
Wins?
Pancakes.
Wins.
Pancakes equal wins.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
like I said before, Andrew Thomas, speak softly and carry a pancake block.
Yeah. And NY Giants 26 says, can we trade up for Hyatt? Why not? It's possible. We obviously showed a lot of interest in him in the pre-draft process. There's Drew Scruggs. He friggin' skyrocketed. I remember when the Giants brought him in for an interview, people thought he was a 5th-round talent. And then you started to see a lot of teams show interest. He went in the 2nd round out of Penn State.
Yeah. Well, wow. that could be because Houston said, there's not many centers left. Now that Tippmann and Schmitz went, they probably said we got to get our guy, even if it is a little bit of a reach. Again, people can say that's a reach, but do you really know?
If really he's a good center, you don't care.
And you just took, you want to build that line just in case Mills isn't your guy.
Big Moose says, can't believe we got what we wanted. Times are changing, boys and
They
girls.
really
Let's
are.
go,
We
big
got what
boy.
we wanted in the first 2 picks last year, too.
Jay says 4 young talents: JMS, Azudu, Neal, and Thomas. Future, dude.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna get another piece. I don't know if it'll be this draft. Might be next, but yeah, man, we're building this thing right because you figure Galinsky's gone after this year. And who knows? Maybe one of those depth players develops into a starter, right? Maybe Bredesen becomes the long-term answer. Maybe McKeithen becomes the long-term answer, right? But yeah, we definitely have a youth movement on the offensive line. It's something that, as a Giants fan, I've been waiting for a really long time. It started with the Thomas pick last year. They brought Neal in with Azudu,
Yeah.
and now you get your center. So hopefully, we get one more lineman in this
McKeithen
draft.
last year, too.
Day 3, I want another lineman. And NY Giants 26 says, "Did we just get our franchise center?" You damn right we did.
Yeah, I love it. That was a
Damn
great
right we
freaking
did.
pick. Marcus Ware, Jesus, did that guy give Eli nightmares?
And DeFron Demonic says, "I don't care what we do for the rest of the draft. Wide receiver, running back, linebacker, take your pick. In Shane we trust. Let's go, Big Blue." I'm with you, man. Dude, you got that's the dream scenario. You got your corner, you got your franchise center. There's still Marvin Mims just went, by the way.
Joe Shane, I don't know how you can question. We just
There's still a lot of good wide receivers out there.
He's given me.
Mikey says draft has been awesome. Cheers. Appreciate it, Mikey, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Here, this is my short. This is 8 seconds. This is exactly what I said today because people were mad about.
But right now, Joe Shane, I don't know how you can question. We just have to believe in his vision. He's given me no reason to doubt what he's doing.
There you go.
People are mad at that?
No, I'm just saying that was part of my video, but that's what I'm saying. You people that were mad at his pick with Deontay Banks, I'm like, we gotta believe that he knows what the hell he's doing.
Of course.
Yeah, they took Marvin Mims.
Yeah. That's all right. That's all right. Big F says, great
Jalen Hyde's
pick.
still there.
Hog Molly's NFL Films music playing. Let's go. MY Giants 26 says, NFC East D tackles just Schmidt their band. Man, after what the Eagles did last night. And Not says, JMS 2,500 career snaps, 1 sack allowed. And he's in the Big Ten, man. Big Ten's notorious for developing really good linemen.
Yeah.
Cody Dow says, Joe Shane will make the Giants great again. We're coming.
I told you.
Peter says, why
Making the Giants great again. I told you. I had a chat with Joe Shane, and I told you, don't worry, Giants fans. He's going to get it together. The Giants are doing great things in the future. They're going to be bigger and better than ever before. It's going to be like a throwback to when they were winning all those championships. Well, when they won a couple of championships. Screw the Philadelphia Eagles. I hate them. And like I said, when I'm elected president, we're going to take the city of Philadelphia. We're going to pick it up and throw it right in the Hudson River. Screw Philadelphia. I hate them. I hate the Eagles. I hate them. I hate them.
You hate the Eagles. Peter
I
says,
do not like them.
Peter says, wide receivers, I like 1 Mims, 2 Tillman, 3 Help. Well, you're down
Mims is
to
gone, unfortunately.
Yeah, you're
I
down to
like
Tillman
Mims
and
too.
You're down to Tillman and Help. Kenny Dominguez says, who do you want? I want Tank Dell. I'd be cool. I might want a linebacker. I mean, there's some linebackers that are dropping. Yeah, it's too early for me to say what I want.
Well, there, right?
Yeah, like I might want an edge. I gotta see as it gets closer. As I catch up with the chat, I'll look over some of the names. And yeah, this could be a guy I want. Argena says, I want Trent Simpson, man. And watch the Eagles draft Ringo. I could definitely see the Eagles drafting Ringo.
The Eagles just take every Georgia player possible. So yes.
Let's look at the best available players here. You've got Hyatt is still there.
That's what I'm saying. Darnell Washington is still there.
Darnell Washington, Ringo, Trenton Simpson. If Trenton Simpson's there, I'd want him.
Hell
Tillman,
yeah.
Mims is gone. So this isn't updated. Hold on. Jair Brown. He's a safety prospect I could see. Sidney Brown.
Josh Downs is still there.
Drew Sanders. Dude, I might want to go linebacker. There's a lot of good linebackers left. Henley, Drew Sanders, Simpson.
Boy, if Simpson ever fell down there, that'd be pretty unbelievable. A.T. Perry's a guy that they said, Art Stapleton said take a look at in round 3.
Yeah. X-Men says New York Giants with just 2 picks already have an A+ draft. The Giants should trade up to the 3rd to get a wide receiver. Let's go, Giants. Woo! I can't even do the woo. I got no voice, but I am pumped, man.
I can do it. Woo! Let's go.
And JXX says Tyler Scott, you don't got to worry about Mims no more. We'll see if Tyler Scott drops to us.
Mims would have been great value in the 3rd round.
Oh,
I wouldn't have wanted him. I wouldn't have wanted him at 57, but in the 3rd round, he would have been great value.
And Corbius says, can we get a stand up for the JMS pick? You damn right you can. Really pumped up, man. But Downs, I wouldn't mind at all out of UNC in the 3rd round. Man, I'm hoping for Simpson or Washington. I don't know how they could ever fall to us, but that's what I'm hoping for right now.
Maybe Joe pulls a trigger.
And Joel Vargas says, who's your guy if Scott is not there? Well, Scott's not my preference right now. I'm hoping a better player falls, but that was just my prediction pre-draft. I like him, though. I'd be very happy with him in the 3rd round. I think I'm leaning linebacker right now, actually, just based off the board. But ask me around pick 85, right? Let me see how it develops. But right now, I feel like there's like 3 or 4 linebackers on the board that I really like right now. So I could see the value being at the linebacker spot. Or the safety, Brown. I like Brown. And we need a safety.
We do.
MJ says these Giants fans complaining about not getting a wide receiver one. Stop. We need a line in order to throw deep. That's been our problem. No time. Listen, if we have a line that can block with Brian Dable calling up plays with improved weapons, our offense will be much better next year. Much better next year.
Yeah, we brought in Darren Waller. We brought in Paris Campbell. I mean, it improved.
And Aaron Ahini says this opens pick 3, best available wide receiver or pass rusher linebacker. I think it's just best available player. I mean, it might end up being a receiver. It might end up being a linebacker, but I just think at this point they're taking the best player that's there, man. Might be a DT, might be an edge, running back. Could be a running back if they're really high on one. Depending on who's there. What is that?
Could they take Jalen Hyatt?
I can't believe Jalen Hyatt still isn't gone. And Peter says,
I would love Darnell Washington, dude.
Peter says 24 years old, still gets second contract at only 28. Yeah, I'm not worried about his age at all. Finopolis says, I don't think they'll specifically jump us. They made that trade to get ahead of Jacksonville. They jumped us to get in front of the Jags. Scary. It was really scary.
Yeah, it was.
Really scary.
Monopoliopolis.
And not a J-Tech says at this
point.
I
thought he was from Greece, and I think he said he was from Maine or something. So not Greece. But I love that.
Says at this point, you concern yourself with the scenario where you have a slot wide receiver prospect rated higher than an outside guy, or just take the best one. Yeah, you just take. I mean, that's what Shane said all along, man. He's not. He doesn't really care in terms of like what their defined position is with wide receivers. He wants versatility. He wants guys that could create quick separation. So I don't think he's going to be scared off to take a guy, a small receiver that's 5'9", 5'10", that has speed. If he feels like he can move him around in the offense, that's what they're looking for. So I don't think he's going to prioritize height. He's going for traits. He's going for receivers that he feels fit with it, that would fit in this offense. That's why I said Tyler Scott, because I think he does fit in this offense. He's not a number 1, but he's a guy that can stretch the field. He brings special teams value as well. So that's why I could see it. Duran says, I'd be interested in taking a late swing on Voorhees for sure. Depth on the offensive line for sure.
Yeah, those later rounds, I mean, obviously you would love to hit on one and make him a starter, but really those are depth pieces, and you hope that they become something. But you're obviously not drafting back that far to get an immediate impact player. But yeah, obviously you're gonna that's all depth. So you can never have enough depth.
Xerox says this draft is working out perfectly for the Giants. Let's go. Let's go, Xerox.
Let's go.
And Mr. Lopez says, bro, Shane is undefeated. I think wide receiver is an absolute must now. I don't want to label it an absolute must because I remember we did this, Bad Dog, like 2 or 3 drafts ago where wide receivers kept dropping and we're like, well, they got to take one here. They got to take one here. As the draft progresses, you're going to take the best player that's there. You're not going to draft strictly for need.
Right.
And at this point, you're not going to get a number one wide receiver. You might be. I mean, maybe you'll find a diamond in the rough, but you're not going to just draft the wide receiver to draft the wide receiver. If you're drafting a wide receiver here, it's because you think he's the best player on your board.
When I always say when you get to the later rounds, you should just take the best athlete at that point.
Yeah. So,
I really believe.
But I will say it is playing out that it could very well be a wide receiver.
Definitely.
But I don't think they're going to just take one to take one.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if Darnell, if for whatever reason Darnell Washington was sitting there at 89, why wouldn't you take him?
Right.
So
he says, when's the last time we went back-to-back years feeling this good during the draft? It's been a long time, man.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we felt good about the Giants. The
Andrew Thomas draft we loved. Thomas and McKinney, the first two picks, we loved.
That was a good one.
Yeah, but this one's right there. Big Blue Elu says, and they didn't even have to trade up. Let's go. Love it.
That's what's beautiful about it is they didn't have to trade up. So maybe they do. Maybe in this round they decide, you know what, we really want one of these wide receivers, and they go up and they get one.
For sure.
You never know.
And
they
Dyer
want
says,
Jalen Hyatt, and maybe they go up and get him.
Dyer says, I saw that wig, bad dog.
Oh, Dyer Giants fan, you saw that, Trump dog is going to be coming. Like I said, it's going to be great. It's going to be huge. It's going to be bigger than ever before. I just got to find a way to make myself orange. I'm an Italian, so I am pretty tan, but I'm not orange. So I have to find a way to orange up myself. But don't worry about it, Dyer Giants fan. We're going to do great things. You're a friend. I consider you a friend. You great people. Let's go.
And Mikey says, Jesus, man, dog, that Trump impression is too good.
Well, Mikey, when you're as successful as I am, and I've done great things my whole life, sometimes you're just really good at things. I'm really good at everything. I am Donald Trump. When have I ever failed? Again, just sweep the USFL right under my wig. It never happened. Turn your back. Shut your eyes. I'm not like Crooked Hillary. So whatever. Sweep it right under my wig.
Good to see Neil in the chat, man. He's awesome. He says, stand up. Let's go, Giants. You both are the best. They're doing a great job. Joe Shane knows what he's doing, and this is going to be a great draft when it's all set.
It already has been, man. It already has been, Neil.
At the end of the day, we got a two impact players already at our two biggest needs going into the draft. Our two biggest needs, and it just so happened that they were the best players available when we picked. Like, it fit perfectly. Like, John Michael Smith was if he wasn't the best, he was in the top 5 best when we picked. And the same could be said for Deonte Banks. So it filled our two biggest needs. And they also were, if not the best available player when we picked, among the best available players when we picked. So need met value. It fit perfectly for the Giants so far.
How long is this Eagles pick?
I hate the Eagles. I missed who the Eagles took with their first. Oh, no. They're okay. So this is their first of 2.
Oh, they traded up?
He should just stay up there. They have back-to-back picks.
They traded up?
I guess.
How many freaking picks do they have to trade up with?
Trent Cole. Remember him? Oh, I hated him.
Oh, God. It makes me sick. He was good.
Yeah.
He should be a Hall of Famer, dude. He was good.
They went with tackle. I hate them. They always do it.
How the hell did they move up again?
They always do what I would do. They always take linemen. Always. I think he's just making both picks at the same time because he's still talking.
But I don't understand why. How the hell did they get up there?
Well, maybe not. He just took Steen. Joe Shane knows what he's doing, and this is going to be a great draft when it's all said and done. Yeah, Neil, we're in heaven right now. Sitbone says, would blow my load if we got Trenton Simpson. Dude, if we get Trenton Simpson, they took Sidney Brown. Shit. They did go back-to-back.
How the hell did they get up there?
I hate the Eagles so much.
I don't understand how they make all these trades to get all these, like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
I hate them.
It's your channel, so I'm going to keep the 4-letter word, but F the Eagles, man. What do the Big Lebowski say? Dude, I've had a terrible night, and I hate the freaking Eagles. Of course, he's talking about the group, but still. It makes me laugh every time. But I'm like, he's not talking about the group because the Eagles group was good. The Eagles team, man. Gross.
Sidney Brown was. I like him.
The
It's
Eagles
all
are gross. Screw
right.
them.
I'm not gonna let the Eagles get me down because I like one of the players they took. I'm still ecstatic with our draft.
Screw them. Screw them.
Sit those. And let's see. Giants 26 is wide receiver or linebacker, Simpson or Sanders. I could see it. Yeah, I don't even know, man. At this point, we'll look at the board as it gets closer. I'm just still trying to catch up with you guys, and then I'll look at the board. But there's a lot of options still. I'm still high on Parker Washington, Debo 2.0. Yeah, to Penn State. I don't know if we take him here. I could see it day 3, but at this point you don't know. Like the mocks mean nothing at this point.
Yeah, they really don't.
So if they really like a guy like that, they could definitely take him in the 3rd. Peter says, guys, we go linebacker or edge or interior offensive line again. I want linebacker or edge. Right now, Pete, I think I'm leaning linebacker is what I want. I mean, part of me wants me
Simpson was there. That would be amazing.
Yeah. Part of me wants them to take Tyler Scott just because that's who I had, but I want them to go linebacker right now. I think that's
Hyatt's still there.
I think that's the best value. Ronald Gagne says Vanilovic might get to his 2nd read now. The keyword is still might. We still need to improve the line. They're still young, but I think Evan Neal is going to take a big leap this year. And I think the thing with Smits, I think he's actually going to transition. Improvement. Yeah, I think he's going to transition pretty quickly because of his age. He's experienced, right? He's 24.
Yeah.
And it's centers, I feel like I feel like he'll transition pretty well right out of the gate. I don't think he's going to be a Pro Bowler, but I think he'll be a solid player right out of the gate.
Well, like I said, he's already
there's Drew Sanders. I like him. That's a good pick. He would have fit our defense really well.
Yeah.
Giants 26 is OSU Jones available. Not interested, just surprised. Yeah, we're going to go over the players in a minute. Amit, thank you very much, man. Howie is working with the mob, I swear. yeah, he is.
Something, man.
Good pick for
Ringo is still out there.
All right, let's take a look at the board again.
Darnell Washington, Josh Downs, Nathaniel Dell, Jalen Hyatt, man.
And then Hooker. I knew that dude. He might even drop to day 3.
I would love to get Jalen Hyatt, dude. In the 3rd round, especially.
I wouldn't mind Ringo, bad dog.
No, again, any of those guys, Darnell Washington, Keely Ringo, Trenton Simpson, any of those guys with the 3rd pick, it'd be a steal.
We could take Kendre Miller. We showed a lot of interest in him, the running back. If we go running back here, I could see that.
I don't want to.
Dwayne Henley, we could definitely take. He's another good linebacker here. Yeah, there's still 2 or 3 linebackers I really like. And then Tyler Scott, there's my guy. Charlie Jones, A.T. Perry, he's a possibility. Corey Trice is a possibility. Tajay Spears is a possibility for sure. He's another running back we could look for here to bring a little extra dynamic to the offense.
Could the Lions? Could they take Hendon Hooker? Like I'm just waiting for him to come off the board where he would sit there for a year. And the Lions are, I think he'd be a good fit there. They just they took Jahmyr Gibbs in the 1st round. They got a good offense. They got a really good offensive line. If he sat behind Goff for a year, I'm just waiting for somebody like that where the offense is set up for the guy where he could sit for a year. I don't know if the Rams would do. I know Lou don't want them, but you look at the next few, it could be actually the Rams Houston just traded up there. Where was that Houston's pick?
I missed it. Let's see. We should take Chase Brown, his twin brother, the running back.
Houston traded up.
There were rumors leading into today from Jordan Renan that this would be the round the Giants would explore potentially taking a running back. Yeah. So the 2 running backs that they brought in for top 30 visits are still on the board, and they're both supposed to go in this round. And that's Tajay Spears and that's Kendre Miller.
Dude, I'm gonna say Hooker goes in one of the. He's going to Lions of Vegas or New Orleans.
I could see it. I mean,
one of those teams, or maybe the Rams. But the Rams just traded back, so
I get. You know what? No, I still think it's too early. I don't want to take him at all. But the Giants did bring him in for a top 30 visit.
Hooker.
Could they? I don't want to take him now. I think there's too many good players. But if he,
I wouldn't take him this early. No way.
If he falls to the 4th round, I'm not saying I want him. I don't want him. But I'm just talking about we could.
Yeah, if he fell to the back of the 4th round, then at that point I could see them bringing him in.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that I don't know.
But yeah,
because is there any other quarterback? Is there any other quarterbacks out there besides Hendon Hooker that are?
No, not that's gonna go here.
Right. Like Stetson Bennett, Max Duggan. Obviously, they're not gonna.
No, he's like the last one.
He's the last guy that you could see possibly being a starter in the NFL. So.
Yeah, as a day 2 quarterback. Yeah, he's the last one.
I think he's got to go here in the next 5 picks at some point.
And
Rappaport.
Kevin, man, thank you very much. He says, I want to throw up saying this, but I'll tip my hat to Philly.
Yeah, I already did that yesterday, Kevin. So screw them. I'm not doing it again. They blow. I'm
going to tip my hat to Joe Shane. That's what I'm going to do. Because he deserves it. There's your tip, Joe. Dire Giants fan says, if we get a wide receiver in the 3rd, safety or linebacker in the 4th, yeah, I mean, I think here's what I'm going to say, Bad Dog. I think we're taking a running back with either this pick or the 4th round pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to take a running back with one of our next 2 picks.
I'd rather get a wide receiver here.
I would too.
4th round, Deuce Vaughn. Come on home, my little squirt.
Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's really good, this guy, man.
Yeah. Again, I mean, they have a good offense.
There it is.
There it is. It makes all the sense in the world. That's a good pick for Detroit, man.
That is a great spot for him.
It really is.
Because he could sit there for 2 years. You're a 3rd round pick.
Right.
They could still try to win now with Jared Goff. And they got a great support system there, right? They got a great offensive line.
Jameer Gibbs. They got St. Brown. They got a good old line. Like again, if Hooker was going to succeed, he was going to have to go to a team that was set up for him to step in.
That's a really good spot for him. He won't play. He might not play for 2 years. He's definitely not playing this year.
Right.
But that's a good spot for him. Kid Golker says the Eagles got up there, boys, because of a tampering issue with the Cardinals. They swapped 94.
That's right. That's right, Chris. They mentioned that yesterday. That's right. You're right. That's right. I remember somebody mentioned it yesterday.
We had Moose Knuckle yesterday. Now we got Visual Moose.
They're a little different, though.
Thank you so much for the $2 donation. Appreciate it.
Salvatore says, the Eagles are a dog. Screw the Eagles. They're a bunch of dogs. I hate them. Nick Sirianni, not a true Italian, eats Pizza Hut. Not an Italian. Italians don't eat Pizza Hut. Let's face it. If I'm elected president in 2024, I'll ban all Pizza Huts from the United States.
Dude, Darnell Washington is still there.
Deuce in the 4th is hype. I want Deuce. I want Deuce, Michael.
We still got Hyatt. Imagine if we get Hyatt in the 3rd round.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Darnell Washington's still there, dude.
So this is what it's like to have a confident GM. Yeah, buddy. John says teams are worried about Darnell's knee. That's why he's dropping. But if Simpson is there, I think we are taking him. Wink had a one-on-one combo with him and loved him. I
would love Trenton. I'm only a defensive guy.
Trenton Simpson and Bobby Okereke.
There's still some good players out there, man. Like I said, Hyatt, Darnell Washington, Simpson would be. I would love Trenton Simpson.
And NY Giants 26 says Simpson Okereke could be insane. Yeah, think about the upgrade from Tay Crowder and whoever. I'm like, what an upgrade that would be.
Right. Cam Brown or whoever.
Yeah, whoever we were throwing out there. Week.
O'Shane Zemenez.
Yeah. Oh, man. All right, let's get rid of this.
I really like that pick for Detroit, man. You're
I
for a
do
guy
too.
like Hendon Hooker,
I
man.
do too. I think Detroit's a perfect spot for a quarterback like him.
It's just, he was having such a great season, and to tear his ACL like at the end of the year the way he did. Tennessee had a great year. Tennessee hadn't been good in a long time.
Yeah.
So you root for a guy like that, but that is a really good spot for him. So I saw somebody in the chat said he's going to be 30 by the time it doesn't matter. If Hendon Hooker ever ends up being a starter, 30 is not old for a quarterback. It's old for a running back. But
he's going to sit there for 2 years, I think.
He'll be 27.
And then he'll probably start year 3 if they feel like he's worthy of it.
Right.
But I mean, they got all the tools there for him to succeed.
Really
Not a track says, I wonder if
Jalen Smith, that's another. We had so many linebackers go through. You lose track of them because none of them stood out.
Tank Dell. So there you go. A lot of people wanted him. He's tiny, but he's fast.
That makes sense. He went to Houston. He's in college. He's going to Houston.
Yep.
In the NFL.
And not a J-Tech says, I wonder if Gettleman regrets hiring computer people so late in his tenure. Yeah, he probably waited a little too long for that. Captain Kilo says, it will pay you to stop doing that. Donald, he don't want you to do the Donald Trump impression.
I don't really. I'll do what I want to do.
It
really don't matter.
Sports. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it, buddy. He says, stand up, new member.
For every one person that doesn't like that impression, there's 100 that do. So I'll take those odds. I'll take those odds.
Tank Dell.
I told you, people have no sense of humor these days. It baffles me, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I hope you never watched Saturday Night Live.
Wait, Max, did Tyler Scott get drafted? Did I miss that? He says, damn it, I wanted Tyler Scott, but I also like Tank Dell.
I don't think
Tyler
Scott didn't go. He's still available.
Unless he just got picked.
No, he's still there. I'm looking at the board right now. He's still there. Unless the Raiders take him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because they're probably ahead of us in the chat. I'm not. There's no way I'm going 3 for 3 anyway. That would be insane.
Why not? That'd be awesome.
It would, but it's not happening. Tyler Scott does seem like a Raiders pick too. They love, historically speaking, they love.
Well, Jalen Hyatt would be the pick then. They like speed.
Yeah, that's true.
Raiders cheerleaders need some work, Chris.
They do.
They don't. I mean, I hate the Eagles and Cowboys, but they don't match up with those cheerleaders. How long are you going to talk? He's talking about the last time the Raiders won a Super Bowl 40 years ago.
Let's go.
All right, buddy. Your time's up. Your time's up. You're the Raiders. Nobody cares that much. My brother-in-law does. But other than that, nobody cares. He's talking about the AFL championship games between the Chiefs and Raiders back in the 60s.
Who's the pick? It's going to be Scott, right?
No. Hyatt.
Oh, no, Byron Young.
Oh, there you go.
I actually had him going in one of my 7-round mock drafts to the Giants, but I think in the 4th or the 5th round. But that was before we added Ashawn Robinson. Okay. Ben, I'm going to let you hold the chat down for 1 minute. I'm just going to go to the bathroom.
I got you.
NY Giants 26 is Downs, Hyatt, Simp, Ringo, Tillman, Hutch. Crazy. Yeah, man. We'll go over the board when I get back. I'll be right back, guys.
I have to open up my chat here. There we go. All right. So, Saints pick is in. But yeah, man, there's a lot. I mean, according to this board, and again, you can take it for what it's worth with the way they rank them, but Darnell Washington's ranked the 37th best player in the draft, which will tell you he's an early day 2 pick, and he's it's a late day 2 at this point. Josh Downs is still there. Jalen Hyatt's the guy I would really like the Giants getting, unless Trenton Simpson falls. Keely Ringo's still there. I don't think we would double up on corner, but you never know. It would depend on who the Giants have. I think whoever the Giants have is their best available on the board is where they're going to go. Saints take Keandre Miller out of TCU. I know a lot of Giants fans are looking at him too. Nathaniel Dell got drafted, Anthony. I'm pretty sure he got drafted. Yeah, Houston took him a couple picks ago. So Nathaniel Dell is off the board.
What I miss?
Keandre Miller went to
Kendra Miller?
Yep.
Oh, that was a running back I thought we could take here.
What's up, Benjamin? My guy Benjamin's in the house.
Thank you for holding it down.
Yeah. Hyatt is a dream, but listen, our dream's been coming true, Giants Mafia. You know, they've been coming true.
What pick are we at? We're 89, right?
89. So we're 17 away.
And these are going to go fast.
You would think. Arizona's picks in already.
Yeah. Jalen Hyatt is still there, isn't he?
I see Papa Shot records, and for whatever reason, Chris, I maybe want a Pop-Tart. So that is, have you ever gotten just like a really weird craving for food out of nowhere? Like, why the hell would I want to pop? Like, all of a sudden, I want a Pop-Tart. I don't remember the last time I had a Pop-Tart.
Yeah, oh yeah, I get random cravings. Yeah,
that was really random. I want like one of those the s'mores Pop-Tarts. I don't know why.
Oh, the s'mores Pop-Tarts are the best.
They're awesome.
I like the gingerbread Pop-Tarts too. You ever have those?
I might have. I don't think I've ever had, I don't like blueberries, so I wouldn't get a blueberry. I like the chocolate Pop-Tarts, strawberry Pop-Tarts, but they got the frosting on them. You can't have the ones without the frosting. The hell is the point of that?
Yeah.
The s'mores Pop-Tarts are good. They have cinnamon ones, which I freaking love. I love cinnamon. Cinnamon.
There's Tyler Scott. He's 26 right now on ESPN's board.
Yeah.
We got Jordan Battle is, I think, a potential pick for the Giants too, because we need a safety.
Yep.
He's a good player. So yeah, he's probably my top 5 potential picks. Hanley is definitely in there.
The Giants are on the clock, Chris.
Holy shit!
The Giants just traded up.
All right, I'm not letting the chat ruin this for
me.
The
Giants just traded with the Rams.
There's no way I'm gonna be right about Tyler Scott now, but we might get Jalen Hyatt.
Oh my God! Come on, man! One time.
We brought Jalen Hyatt in for a top 50 visit.
One time.
The
dog even loves it.
We might get Jalen Hyatt.
Joe Shane.
Are we about to pull Jalen Hyatt out of the hat?
That'd be amazing, dude. Or Trent Simpson.
It could be, right? He's still available, right?
Trenton Simpson's still there.
Ringo.
Dude, I'll take either one of those guys.
Darnell Washington.
There's somebody, they moved up 16 spots, so there's somebody that they really liked.
Holy crap.
Wow. Joe Shane. They say he wasn't going to be afraid to trade, and he moved up big time.
I think it's Hyatt, right?
Come on. You would think they'd move up I don't know if they'd move up for Simpson, so I would think Jalen Hyatt.
They could, though, because the linebackers are starting to fall off. You got Simpson, Henley. Those are the two, I guess. I think it's either Simpson or Hyatt.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be Darnell Washington, but somebody said he had a knee problem. Because Darnell Washington should not be available. Like, he's definitely the best player on the board.
We're trying with Cleveland, not the Rams. Or no. Arizona's pick is in. Who cares? Just make their pick so we can get our pick. The Giants must have already made this pick.
I don't want to see the chat. I'm going to hide the chat.
No, I already hid the chat.
I just saw somebody say, let's go, because I was trying to, so I could make us bigger so people could see our reaction. So I'm going to hide the chat now because I already know. Something good happened, though, because I saw a let's go.
It's got to be Jalen Hyatt. I don't think they would have moved up 16 spots for Trent Simpson or Darnell Washington. Like you said, they brought Hyatt in for a top 30 pick. It would give us an absolute burner. Dude, that would be amazing.
Jalen
because
Hyatt.
the Giants fans that were mad about not taking a wide receiver, There's no way you can be pissed off if they take Jalen Hyatt right now.
A lot of people had Hyatt as the fifth best receiver in this draft.
That's what I'm saying. So if the Giants walked out of here with Banks, Schmitz, and Jalen Hyatt, game over. Game over.
Right. I'm gonna list the 4 possibilities here. I think that you would trade up for. No, I'm gonna say 3. I think it's down.
I guess Simpson and Darnell Washington, but
Simpson,
I don't know
Washington, Hyatt.
But would they
Simpson,
move up
Washington,
16 spots for Darnell Washington when they just got Waller?
The only other guy I could think of would be Ringo, but we already took a corner.
Yeah, dude, it has to be high. We haven't addressed the wide receiver yet. And I know that's like a.
And they showed interest in Hyatt.
Come on, what the hell's going on, Arizona? Come on, get out of there already.
Picks in.
All right, here we go. It's got to be Hyatt. One time, give me my sunglasses. Let me put my shades on. Jalen Hyatt, make it happen once. They didn't go to a commercial either. They're not torturing us.
Hyatt, I'm doing the Hyatt dance.
Come on.
The Hyatt dance.
Come on. Jalen Hyatt.
I'm going to read his lips. He just got right down to business. Jalen Hyatt!
Yes! Oh my God! Joe Shane, you're the man! Let's freaking go!
Oh my God!
Yes!
Over. Where's
Hell
the mic?
yeah, baby!
Joe Shane, drop the mic.
It's
Just take
over.
the mic, drop it.
The dynamite.
Drop it. Drop the mic, Joe Shane.
Let's go! Hell yeah! Oh my God, man! What a dude! Unbelievable! Yo, let's go, man! What a freaking second day!
Holy
Yes.
shit. Holy.
No! Give me a let's go Giants! No, I ain't being quiet. We got Jalen. I can't be quiet. We got Jalen Hyatt. Jalen Hyatt.
Unbelievable.
Okay, well, we don't have to worry about it because they're done picking today.
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna be
might be
quiet for
done
the rest
picking
of the
today.
night.
They might be done picking
Give me
today.
5. Come on, give me 5. Win a draft. Get over here. And give me a let's go Giants. Come on. They want you to say let's go Giants. They want to see you and say let's go Giants.
John
Get over
says
here
I
and
was
do it.
you were John. You did call that. You said they were going to trade up twice. There's
Give me a let's
LPG.
go Giants. Give me 5. And Danny's gonna be quiet the rest of the night.
There you go, LPG. LPG, little bad dog. LPG that you showed on TV.
Let's go Giants. What a draft. I know.
Giants traded up. We picked next. We hit Jalen Hyatt.
That is not Daddy's real hair. He's letting everybody know that's not my real hair. He knows Daddy's hair is gone. Thank you.
Oh man, Dyer, man, thank you so much, man. He says, "Let's flake it, go gold."
All right, Daddy's gonna be quiet.
Okay, good.
Not says Shane with 3 guys.
He's gonna go to bed soon. Can you be quiet? Yeah, I can be quiet.
Yeah, he's right. Shane literally drafted 3 guys
Yes.
who were all at least one point mocked to the Giants in the first round. That's a true statement. All 3 of them.
Chris, I am so freaking happy, dude. Wow, just absolute. He nailed it. He nailed this. All 3 positions that we needed.
Dude.
And he was the best for getting Jalen Hyatt.
And don't get it twisted, guys, if you're listening. Hyatt's not a 1.
No.
But Hyatt's you know what Hyatt's gonna be? He's gonna be Darius Slayton's long-term replacement, but he's gonna be a better version of Darius Slayton.
Right.
He's faster than Darius Slayton, but he's gonna be that vertical, straight line threat on the outside.
Yeah.
That's what he's gonna be. He's gonna be part of the offense this year, but long term, he's gonna be that guy that takes the Slayton role. And I think they'll probably take another high-end receiver next year. But
this
improve the wide receiving core big time.
That's unbelievable.
And Joshua
my
says this
God.
is like a dream mock draft. Dude, we knocked it out of the park, man.
We did.
We knocked it out of the park.
We did it.
Durant says tonight we're all Joe Shane stands. You're damn right we are. Playboy Phil says, let's go. I called it a center at 57, a trade up again for a wide receiver. I just thought it would be Mingo. Yeah, wow. Joe Shane's got balls, man. Sway Sports says, Hyatt, Burner, JMS, big boy, let's go. Rob from downtown says Shane needs to be tested for PEDs.
I know.
He looks like Barry Bonds with all these home runs. Lou says, you guys are having a good day. Glad for you. And thank you to my Rams for that. Lou, man, we appreciate it, man. Thank you for being here, buddy. And yeah, this has been the most fun I've had on a day two. This has been the most fun I've had on a day two. Rendazzo says, wow,
unbelievable.
wow, wow.
Unbelievable.
Can you stand it? I'm still excited to see who drops to round 4 at the end of the day because there's still a lot of good players. But what do we trade? I don't even know.
I don't care. I don't care.
I don't care either.
I don't care.
But
let me try something here. Maybe if I do.
Mr. Lopez says, am I dreaming? New York Times 26 says, we have a legit front office. We have a legit team. And Jared says, Joe Shane is a goddamn Jedi. Not says, now it's just BPA. Yeah. Yeah, we our 3 biggest needs. Corner, center, wide receiver. Done. Jay says, imagine a Hyatt, Wandell, Campbell, Waller formation. Holy crap, man. Daniel says, what up, fellas? General Joe is the freaking man. Goblin says, let's go. Lou Mateo says, and that's how you effing draft, baby. Let's go, man. We get up the 4th round pick. We get up a 4th. So now, so we don't pick. What do we got? I think we got 1 5th left still because I think we had 2 5ths. I think we got 1 5th, 1 6th, and 2 7ths. I think we got 4 picks tomorrow now. We don't have a pick in the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 2 7ths. That's fine. That's fine. JC says, why are fans hating on trading? He wants his players. Piss off.
There you go.
Piss off.
That's the best response I've heard in a long time.
Diehard says, and this is official year 1. Think about that, guys. We have a bright future.
Andy L says, and we're going to get bumper. Boy, that's right. Tomorrow, bumper pool is coming home.
So, 5th, 6th, and 2 7ths tomorrow now. Don't be surprised if he likes another player tomorrow, if he trades back up into the back of the 4th.
Right.
If he takes one of those 7ths in the 5th and he moves up.
That was unbelievable. That was unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, Shane obviously had a really high grade on Hyatt. We brought him in for a top 30 visit. He probably had him in his top 45 or 50. He was there at 70 or whatever it was. And he said, screw it. I'm going up there and I'm getting him.
Wow.
Wow.
So we sent 89 and 128 to the Rams. That's it.
And J-Tac says, imagine cornerbacks trying to stay with Slayton and Hyatt. Think about the speed. Slayton, Hyatt, Campbell.
Yeah, and then he got Darren Waller as your
Wandell.
What's that?
Wandell.
Yeah. And then, like I said, you got Waller as your tight end. It's pretty good, too.
Saquon.
And you added a hug, Molly.
Not a J-Tech says, imagine cornerbacks trying to stay with Slayton and High. Oh, yeah, and DJ getting time in the pocket. And you got DJ's legs to worry about. MY 26 says, didn't Hyatt have it was at least a 5-touchdown game against
he was
Alabama, was it?
Yeah, he killed it against Alabama.
Yeah, that was his highlight game. Kevin Huff says, Giants drafts just hit different with a competent GM like Shane in charge. Let's go. Love the content you guys bring us. We appreciate you for being here, Kevin, man. Thanks, buddy.
Wow. That was just, wow.
And Chris Park says, perfect draft. BPA for all the other picks. Sign Barkley long-term, and there's a perfect offseason.
Agreed.
Danny just got another toy. And he got a new best friend with John Michael Schmitz.
What an unbelievable day, too. What an unbelievable day, too. So I mean, my God, last year during day 2, we were like, what? You're amazing. Unbelievable. Philadelphia's got competition when it comes to competent GMs now, don't they?
Holy
Of course,
crap.
our assistant GM came from there. It makes all the sense in the world.
X-Men says Giants have an A+ drafted 3 picks. Now linebacker, offensive line, DN. Yeah, just
And maybe a safety.
rest of this draft now is about depth. It's about finding guys that could be, special teams contributors. Maybe you get a running back in the 5th, maybe. But it's about depth. Royal says, let's start calling him General Joe Shane. Let's go, man. Let's go. And JHX says, I'm still lost for words now. Thank God for Joe. Let's go.
I actually tweeted so much I never do, and somebody mentioned Big Brain Shane. That was what they said.
Alexis says, been a great draft. I got to lose my V card tonight. This is the night to do it.
Might as well.
No, serious says, have a day, Joe. What a masterclass so far. And Matt says, I'm really interested in adding Bennett to our cornerback core later. Banks was their star, but Bennett can play too. They can do whatever the hell they want tomorrow.
Can I play my short again? Just and I put out there today again. Just listen.
But right now, Joe Shane, I don't know how you can question. We just have to believe in his vision. He's given me no reason to doubt what he's doing.
There you go. That's all it was. That's 8 seconds of that video today.
That's
Don't doubt Joe Shane.
Done. Dyard says, looking forward to your videos, gentlemen. I'm looking forward to making them.
I can't wait to make that one tomorrow.
And NY Giants 26 says an A+ draft, arguably the best center, top 3 cornerback, and top 7 wide receiver.
Unbelievable.
There's nothing. You can't say much more than that.
No, that was
most people had JMS as the best center.
I almost feel like going upstairs and cracking open a Dos Equis Amber. You know what, Chris? I think I'm going to. I'm going to do that. I mean, you know what's amazing? My headache went away. Thank you, Joe Shane. I'll be right back.
I forgot I had a beer. I haven't drank it all night because I've been partying with you guys. I'm going to have a beer myself, even though it's not as cold as it was when I first brought it down. I don't care. I'm on cloud 9. This could be lava right now. I'd enjoy it. Not a J-Tag says, add Zavala, and you can hang this draft in the Louvre. Dude, we're good. We're good. Frank says, you know what? You know who's a effing happy man? That man. You damn right, Frank. Pencilman says, now I finally know why Yoda's father is Joe Shane. Let's go. Jake Cody says, Shane getting Danny some new friends today. Yeah, he is. Brian says, thanks for the entertainment. Always fun to listen to you guys. Great draft so far. Yeah, super pumped up, man. And now it's just our victory lap for the rest of this 3rd round. Like, obviously, we're not picking again. We traded the 4th round pick. Yeah, and tomorrow we'll just hang out for the 1st round and just see who falls to us in the 5th unless we trade back up. But I just, I don't know what else to say. You got 3 impact players that are 3 biggest holes, right? I mean, you got a guy that's going to be part of the wide receiving rotation. You got a starting center, and you got a starting cornerback. Yeah. Our 3 biggest needs. Like, what more did you want?
All right, Giants fans, let's toast Mr. Shane. Salute. Salute.
Salute.
Chris, what a draft, brother.
We're back.
What a draft. What
We're
a
back.
freaking draft.
We're back.
This is a good draft, too. But Joe Shane's draft is better.
We're back,
And
baby.
it tastes even better.
Torrance got drafted. I saw you say that. I forgot who drafted him, but he got drafted.
Yeah, I forgot where he went. That's unbelievable. Oh my god, dude, I don't remember the last time I was just happy with a freaking draft.
How could you not be? Silly Parody says between Okereke and these first 3 picks, Shane filled in our most gaping holes, and Darren Waller. Let's not forget that. Yeah. No doubt these picks will work out. That's how confident I am in him. And yeah, and Dable too. He's going to get the most out of these players.
Torrance went to Buffalo.
Buffalo, that's right. Yeah. Alvarez says, happy for you guys. This is how I felt when the Jets drafted Sauce, G-Dub, JJ, and Breesy. Last year. New York football is going to be back this season, baby. Nice. Yeah, Jets are going to be good. And I think the Giants are going to be good too. So
It's just, bro. Bro Shane. I love my kid comes down and goes, Daddy, can you be quiet?
Jalen Hyatt, how does this man get so open all the time? Steve Smith. That was a quote from Steve Smith. Rafael Duna says, can I get a stand up? Stand up! New York Giant fans. Not a JTX says, might as well watch our guys' highlights now. Yeah, good call. Maybe we will put on a Jalen Hyatt highlight in a minute. Dude. D-Nice says, I have legit been praying for Hyatt all morning. I lost my voice. I'm happy for you, D-Man. Been with me forever. Great supporter of my channel. Happy for you, man. I remember you're one of my original subscribers. JD Art, man, thank you very much. Says, this is a Joe Shane master class. Can't really put it in better words than that. Stanley says, hey, Chris and Bad Dog, I'm hoping the Giants draft Ronnie Hickman. Or I love Tyler Scott. I would have been happy with him in the third, but I'm much happier with Hyatt, and we traded up and snagged him. I don't see Tyler Scott getting to us. I don't think he's going to get to the 5th round. He might get to the 4th. I don't think he'll get to the 5th. But I just want to get some good football players the rest of the way. I'm just throwing.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
Big Moose says, it's starting to feel a lot like Christmas. You're damn right it is, man.
Unbelievable, man. What a draft.
And Avery says, Banks talks like Mike Tyson. He's going to be a beast. I still haven't heard the interview yet. I'm gonna watch that tonight. And NY Giants 26 says, let's hope for Simpson next bid. No chance. He ain't getting that far. But we can hope.
Because we don't have a 4th unless we traded up to get him.
We can hope. Tiana, you guys make watching the draft so exciting. I appreciate it, Tiana.
Thank you.
You guys make it exciting for us. We like hanging out with you guys. You guys definitely bring the energy out of both of us. So we appreciate you guys.
Joe Shane brought the energy out of everybody tonight. I don't think anybody can be disappointed now. All the people that were disappointed we take a wide receiver in the first, you got to be happy.
Yeah.
You got to be happy.
And Richard says Wandell should be trade bait. There's no value right now. I never believe in selling players when their value is like at an all-time low. Like, what's his value? He's done nothing in the NFL, right? So
yeah.
Not yet. I mean, maybe in the future. Who knows? But not right now. And I like Wandell. I think Wandell is going to fit this offense really nice. Just a matter of can he stay healthy. Picks in for Carolina. This is going to go longer too. I forgot this is where the comp picks come into play. So this will go to like pick 102.
I think it's like 102 or something.
Yeah, but whatever. I'm going to hang out with you guys anyway. I'm just happy. I'm just happy, man. Unbelievable, dude.
Yeah. I'm still in shock. I'm still in shock
that we have an offensive line for the future.
Yeah. Wow. Just wow. 3 home runs. 3 home runs. Have yourself a day, Joe. Well, unbelievable. Awesome stuff. Awesome sauce.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it, man. Welvin says, unreal, 3 potential first rounders. Let's go. Much love. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I don't know what else to say, man. It's just out of this
world.
So
Awesome.
Tack says, Giants traded up to draft in front of Cleveland who wanted Hyatt. Well, yeah, listen, they knew Hyatt wasn't going to get to them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why they made that move. That's 16 spots. That's a big trade, right? To give up your 4th round pick at that late in the draft. But they obviously felt for them to make that kind of move, they must have had Hyatt as like a mid to late 2nd round talent. For them to make that big of a jump and give up that kind of draft capital that late in the draft. Like they must have a top 50 player.
I'm sure they did.
Yeah. And Travis Duarte, man, thank you very much, man, for the $2 donation, man. I appreciate it, buddy.
I can't believe it worked out the way it did. Still in shock because good things don't usually happen to the Giants, right?
I love it. I love the aggression. We're starting to get some black players.
We talked about yesterday that there was tweets from Art Stapleton and I forgot who else said that don't be surprised if he trades up in day 2. We have to trade that second round pick, which is beautiful because we're able to use that capital to get Jalen Hyatt. So
we traded up twice in this draft. Hey man, when you have 11 picks, you could do that, or 10 picks by the time the draft started.
Yeah,
We
I
traded
love
one
it.
for Waller.
I
So
love it.
basically, in this draft, think about it like this. This is the way I look at this draft. You got obviously Banks in the first. You get JMS in the second. You got Darren Waller in the third.
Yep.
Albeit a 31-year-old Darren Waller, but it's still Darren Waller.
Yeah.
You get Hyatt in the third. And then you got more to build your team. That's a pretty damn good draft.
Joe Shane nailed it.
Yeah.
He nailed it.
And Marty, man, thank you very much, man, for the $2 donation. I appreciate it. Chris Park says, great guard competition in camp now with JMS. And yeah, well, I think JMS is going to be the starting center. At center. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the first things I said when I thought about it after we drafted him. Now you're going to have Bredesen, Azudu, and Galinsky. So you're going to have really good depth on that line now, right? Like whoever loses that is going to be a really good backup lineman. That's great competition, right? That's great. So obviously as a Giant fan, you're hoping the young guy Azudu wins. We'll see what Bredesen does. But yeah, the more the merrier. You want depth on that line. Kenny says, let's get some Hyatt highlights. Yeah, why not? Why not, Ben? Why not?
Right.
Yeah. Let's post some Hyatt highlights real quick. I know you guys are excited to see the big play threat. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Let me get rid of you. Let's add this one. No volume. I'll do no volume. Here's Jalen Hyatt. 3rd round pick for the New York Giants. 6 foot 180. Blazing speed. I think he ran about a flat 4.4. Look at that breakaway speed.
Yeah, separation is ridiculous.
We're going to have some toys.
We definitely are. Daniel Jones has to be happy.
They could use him like this in the red zone.
You added Campbell, Waller, and Jalen Hyatt. It's pretty damn impressive.
Gone.
Yeah, electric.
He's got speed.
Electric, which is what we need.
Gone.
Just ran right by the corner.
That's Alabama, too.
Yep. Yeah, he killed Alabama. I can't get over this draft, man.
Oh my God. Danny Jones is going to be airing it out next year.
Somebody mentioned he ran a 4.4 because he had a tight hamstring.
Yeah.
Faster than that.
Yeah, most people thought he'd run mid 4.3s before the combine.
He's faster than that.
This could be like our Deshaun Jackson, right?
Right. Yeah, just a guy that deep threat that it can open up the rest of the field because he can stretch the field. He's behind the defense, no problem there. So we don't pick again till what? One.
We don't pick till the 5th round.
Right. So is that 120 something?
128, I think we have.
Okay.
Tyjae Spears just went. I liked him.
So 128, Deuce Vaughn.
There you go.
Give me Deuce Vaughn. Come on. I
There's
want a
Jalen
little
Hyatt.
sport.
There's Jalen Hyatt.
I really love Deuce Vaughn. I
There's
don't
Jalen
think
Hyatt.
Deuce Vaughn's going to get to the 5th round, but I would love that.
Oh, man. Corey B says, incredible day 2 for the Giants. Thank you, Chris and Bad Dog, for making it much more exciting. No, thank you for being here, man. You guys
appreciate
make
you
it
being
exciting.
here, man.
Dyard says, for JMS defaulters, it was huge to land Hyatt.
It was, man. What an awesome freaking.
And Jay says, Joe Shane has a big. And Sonny, man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. He says, stand up. New member. Welcome to the squad, buddy. Thomas says, Art Stapleton said they were thinking of going Hyatt when they got JMS. Then after a few picks, Shane said to the room, wonder if we can get both.
He did.
He did.
He did.
And he said it yesterday when he was asked. He said it yesterday when he was asked in the press conference after the first round. They're like, would you like – he didn't even let the reporter get the words out of his mouth. When they went to ask him if he would still trade up again, he's like, yeah. And he did. So he's showing you – and it made sense, right? Because it was a draft where they said the value was going to be day 2. They said it was going to be 2nd to the 4th round. That's where the value, the bulk of this draft was. So Shane said, all right, I'm gonna get my value where I can. So made sense. Tiana says, everyone in the division has been drafting well. That's why we're the NFC beast. Yeah, I can't hate. The Eagles had a great draft. But
He did.
you know what? Can't worry about the Eagles. We got to worry about ourselves. We can't control what the Eagles do. We can only
Wait a
control
minute.
the Eagles.
Where'd that
And-
go? I want to hear their reaction when we took Jalen Hyatt. I wonder if they cared. I see someone say good pick by the Giants. I just
And
don't
Jay
know.
Boogie, what's going on, man? He says, up your stand if you don't stand up. Joe crushing this draft. Completely fill the holes. That's how you handle your business. Philly don't slip. We here. We're coming, Boogie. We're not there yet, but we're coming. We're getting close. Big offseason for the Giants, man. You get 3 new weapons now with Campbell, with Waller, Hyatt. I still think we may take a little nice, nifty running back in the 5th round. We'll see. You get your center of the future. You get your corner of the future. You get your middle linebacker of the future with Bobby Okereke. I don't know what to tell you. Our interior defensive line's got depth now all over. Added Ashawn Robinson. Added Nacho. Got Leo coming back. Dex coming back. Oh, and I didn't mention Kayvon. Kayvon's going to be a much better player next year. And hopefully a healthy Aziz. I don't know what to tell you, Bad Dog. This team's going to be nasty.
We're going to be better. The offense is going to be way better.
Defense is going to be way better.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, just think of what he's done. And again, we didn't have a ton of cap space. Next year, we're going to have a lot more. That's what I'm saying, man. 2024, that's the year I really think we could really be on the same level with the Eagles.
Make that push.
I do. I think that we need one more season, one more draft, one more free agency season where we have some money to play with. And then we'll see. We'll see.
Brennan says was busy after pick 57. Wait, we got hot. Yeah, we traded up, Brennan.
Yeah,
To like
traded up from
72.
89 to 73.
73. Yeah, we gave up our 4th round pick.
Yeah.
We got Hyatt. MY Giants 26 says, can Hyatt be a 2? I mean, I definitely think he could be a 3. Like I said, I think he's gonna be a better version of Darius Slayton long term. That's what I think he's gonna be. He's gonna be that straight line speed guy like Darius Slayton, but he's faster.
He probably catches better too.
Yeah. So that's the role I envision him taking over. And MY Giants 26 says Jordan Battle we could get. If he gets to the 5th round, sure, I'd love him. I don't think it'll happen, but if it does, absolutely. But you never know. And Nick the Wick says we have 128 and 89 to move up. Well, we don't have the 89. We traded the 89.
We traded the 89 pick.
Oh, we gave up, I think he meant to say.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So we don't pick
We
those.
traded 128. That was our 4th. Yeah. Yeah, so we don't have a fourth. We have a fifth, I think. We have a fifth, a sixth, and 2 sevens. A fifth, a sixth, and 2 sevens. We don't pick till 172. Yeah, so that's a late fifth.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna have like 100. Maybe we'll start like an hour late tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're not gonna have any picks.
Right. It's true.
So we're gonna just be sitting here from pick like 100 to maybe like an hour after. It'll
That's
be like pick 130, 140.
Yeah.
We'll pop on. With our luck, they'll make a trade and move up to like 100.
Right.
But yeah, because what's the point of doing that for 80 picks when you're not picking, right?
Right.
We don't pick the 172. Yeah. And MJ says, at dinner with my fam, nice restaurant. We trade up and I yelled, let's blank and go. Didn't go great. Wife glared. My 12-year-old daughter high fives me. Let's go, MJ. Let's go. And Jay says, oh my God, can you please show Giants tweet coming soon? Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna show the Joe Shane tweet right here. I don't know if this is what you wanted, but I'm gonna show this because I saw Joe Shane.
Does it just say I'm the man? Because it should.
Let's see. I think this is him calling. Yeah, this is him calling John Michael Schmitz.
We're gonna turn the card here in a minute and make you. John Michael, hey, Joe Shane here with the New York Giants. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
You're doing great?
So are we.
Yeah, I'm amazing right now, man.
That's great. Well, we're gonna turn the card here in a minute and make you a New York Giant.
Man, I'd love to be. I can't wait.
I know. Well, we loved watching you down at the Senior Bowl and spending time with you. And I know Bobby's spent a lot of time with you, so can't wait to get you up here and get to work with you. I'm going to hand you over here to Coach Dayball real quick, and then we'll reach back out to you here shortly. Okay?
Schmitz is Dayball's type of player, dude.
What is that?
Thank you.
Schmitz is Dayball's type of player.
Hey, how we doing,
Yeah,
Coach?
for sure.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, Coach.
You have all
Thank
the
you.
traits we look for, man. You're smart, you're tough, you're dependable. You fit right in here. So congratulations. Enjoy this night with your family and look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, buddy.
He said, you're smart, you're tough, you're dependable.
Yep. It fit
Smart,
right in
tough.
here.
What you say?
He said, you're smart, you're tough, you're dependable. You'll fit right in here.
Yeah, buddy. Phillips says, what about linebacker Noah Sewell? I mean,
at this point, we're
He's
picking
like old
172.
he'd be a great linebacker in like 1970. He's not, I mean, whatever. He's fine, but I don't view him as a starting linebacker. MY Giants 26 says, if you have the resources to go get it, go get it. Joe Shane, we really have an amazing office. They know what it takes to win and are aggressive. Let's go. J-Tax says, Hyatt led all Power 5 wide receivers in yards per route and passer rating when targeted. Blitnikoff Award winner too. Shane on goblin mode. I like that. Goblin mode. Did we just jump Dallas in the race for the East? I think we did. Or we're right there if we haven't. Like, we're right there.
That was unbelievable.
The tweet says coming soon. All right. Let me see.
Is it from the New York Giants?
Six minutes ago. It's not that one. Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. I see what he wanted me to show.
Oh.
Jones takes the snap, back to throw. Throws it to the end zone, touchdown Giants.
There you go.
Jones takes the
Jones
snap,
to Hyatt.
back to throw.
Pretty
Throws
off.
it to the end zone, touchdown Giants. Jones.
There you go. Get used to that.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's see. J-Man J says, feels like a running back or safety with the next pick. That was the draft to trade up, not a deep draft. Quality over quality. Exactly.
Yep.
And they did it. They
Exactly.
did it where they said the bulk of the draft was going to be right in these area, right? From like
he's not going to get to us, but I would love Deuce Vaughn would be the best for me. He's not. I don't think he's going to fall to 172. I think he goes early tomorrow, but I would love I love Deuce Vaughn.
Holy crap, man. At this point, Dallas doesn't scare me. I agree with you. I definitely think we could play with Dallas.
I do too. I do too.
Is Trenton Simpson still available? Let me look. I think he is. Let me look.
I remember the last time I had 3 beers in 2 days. This draft was worth it. Draft was freaking worth it. He is still there, Chris.
He's still there. Yeah.
Darnell Washington is still there.
That has to be the injury. Somebody said that earlier. That has to be the injury.
Man, but at this point, won't you take a chance?
Ringo's still there.
That's insane.
Wow. So Trenton Simpson, Jair Brown is still there. Giants had him in for a visit at the safety. But none of these guys are dropping to us. Like we're not picking for 100 picks. Jordan Battle. There's Scott starting to move up. Corey Trice.
When do we pick 172? So
yeah, you're maybe like around
linebacker. Okay, so I see who we can get. I always just loved his name.
Eric Gray, running back possible.
Where did they go? Henry Toto. Linebacker out of Alabama. That's a possibility. There's Noah Sewell. He's in the same area. A lot of guys like Zach Kuntz. Remember, they kept saying we were doing the draft. He could be available. I'm just looking at guys around that 172 area because that's where he picked next, right?
Yep.
So I can't believe we got John Michael Schmitz and Jalen Hyatt.
Payne Durham we brought in for a visit, tight end.
I can't believe we got both of those guys. 2 guys that we really wanted. We really wanted Schmitz and a wide receiver in this, and we got the best receiver available without question.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Available.
Keyshawn Butte still available. Could be worth the flyer late. Injury concerns though. Oluwatimi is ranked really low. Wow. Anthony Bradford, I love for like a 6th round pick or whatever. But yeah, we'll worry about that.
Safeties that you could get there. Christopher Smith.
Yeah, we'll worry about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I thought I was sharing that on the screen. My bad. Whippler's still there, really? Wow. Running back starting to go off. Tyjae Spears. A chain went off. He's a small running back.
Not as small as my guy.
Oh, there he is. They're showing him. He's like 5'7".
That's nothing. Deuce Vaughn, 5'5". Give me that. Dude, I'm serious, man. That kid, he can play, dude. He's just small, but he's not going to be an every down back. But trust me, man, being an Oklahoma fan, I've had to watch Deuce Vaughn rip that defense to shreds for years. Not that it's hard to rip Oklahoma's defense to shreds, don't get me wrong. But he can play, man. Deuce Vaughn can catch out of the backfield.
He's got those Darren Sproles vibes, right?
He's short, but it's not like he's small.
Right.
I forgot how big. I think let me see how big he is. Because he's like 180 or something. Like he's a big. Joe Morris is only 5'6".
Yeah.
But he was strong as hell.
Maurice Jones-Drew is another one. He was 5'6", 5'7", but he was strong as hell.
5'6", 176.
Torrey Smith.
Greatest show on turf coming out. Deuce Vaughn in the last 2 years ran for almost 3,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, had 91 receptions.
Wild.
He can play, dude. I don't think he gets to us, but if we're going to take a running back, and I would love to get. I like Deuce Vaughn a lot.
There goes Trenton Simpson.
There goes Trenton Simpson. Baltimore, of course.
Yeah, you know that's going to work.
Of course. Of course. They never miss.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
never miss. That is a damn good division.
Yeah. And JD, man, what's up, JD? He says, I am just like dog in awe. I think about how hard it is to get 3 guys mocked to you. That never happens. Not that many. And think about the 3 guys they got. We all thought would not get to them.
It's
There's
insane,
no way.
JD.
No way I thought Hyatt would go to 72.
I'm really, I'm like speechless because we need, those are the 3 positions that we needed.
Yeah.
And again, I didn't care what particular order they got them.
We thought Hyatt could go 31 to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's wild. Wild, man.
What a great job.
And Dyard says we have absolutely killed it with these picks. No doubt Joe Shane has a plan for day 3. Thanks for all you guys do. See you tomorrow. Dyard, man, be good.
Yep, be good, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we'll probably wrap this up in like 10, 15 minutes because we're not making any picks tonight.
No.
Any more picks tonight.
No.
But this has just been a blast. Never saw this coming, bad dog. Never.
Yeah, well, it actually, because I'm going to do the Lakers, it actually worked out pretty good for me that the Giants wrapped their 9 crowd. Joe Shane knew what I was doing.
Oh, the Lakers play tonight?
They do, yeah. I was gonna go live at like halftime, but now that the Giants are done, we're gonna wrap it up early.
What time's the Laker game?
10:30.
Oh, yeah. So we'll wrap this up in 10 minutes because they probably don't start till 10:40.
Right. Great.
But yeah, I'll make a video. I'll celebrate.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow morning.
Jair Brown, Penn State. Holy crap, man. That's a good pick. I liked him. Oh, I love this draft. I freaking love this draft.
Like JD's, I'm in awe. Like I was so happy. Like I'm like speechless. Like I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I can tell you, like you and I, when you guys make the pick, like, damn it, that was a good pick. I watched Philly 500 Joey Shake's reaction. There was like no reaction. They're like, we'll see. Yeah, they did not like the fact that we just got it. I can tell. They're like,
wait, we got which pick?
When we took Hyatt.
Oh, they didn't like that pick?
They were just like, well, they got Hyatt. They got their weapon. We'll see. That was their reaction. Like, oh, no, the Giants actually made another good pick. And somebody in the chat, because they put up there, they go, that was a really good pick for the Giants.
Yeah, I mean, I think every pick we made was a really good pick.
It was.
JMS, are you kidding me? At 57? That's my favorite pick.
Dude, it was.
And I love the Deontay Banks.
At 8 seconds short, Joe Shane has given me no reason to not believe in him. He's the man.
If Beavers turns out to be decent, this defense will be scary good. Yeah, I mean, hopefully he's a nice piece to the front 7 as well. Bruins lost.
The high pick. Can't please everybody. Can't please everybody.
Picks in for the Jaguars.
Just there's no way everybody's there's too many Giants. I mean, there's millions. It doesn't matter what team it is. Not everybody's always going to be pleased, but I love it.
And JD says when Kelsey retires, JMS top center in the why not?
Let's go.
Why not? I think he's going to be at least an average center in the NFL, and that's a lot more than we've had in a really long time. So you got to be happy. I mean, if he becomes even a top 15 center in the league, you got to be thrilled.
Yep. Ouch.
Independent. He says, I am so happy for all the Giants streamers, fans, coaches, staff, hot dog vendors. I love everyone right now. Where can this draft rank among drafts? I mean,
we'll have to see it play out.
You got to see him on the field, but
it was damn good on paper.
It could definitely be a very impactful draft. A lot of, obviously Deontay Banks can be a big part of it. What he becomes as a player.
Yeah.
But I think these guys will be contributors, and that's all you can really ask for as a Giants fan. And they're going to be contributors at our 3 biggest areas of need.
Yep.
So, and everything Joe Shane did led up to this in terms of building everything but what we did tonight, right? We didn't really address corner and free agency, but we addressed almost everything else on the defensive side of the ball. Hyatt's that one piece to kind of put you over the top. Like you think about this wide receiving core now. Now you've got look at the competition in that wide receiver room. Now you got Obviously, Paris Campbell, Darius Slayton's making the team. Hodgins is going to make the team. Obviously, Hyatt is 4. Jeff Smith, I think, is going to make it for special teams purposes. Wan'Dale Robinson is 6. And then you got Sterling Shepard. You've got the dude from Washington,
Jay Crowder.
And I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
Colin Johnson.
Colin Johnson. I feel like there's another guy I'm forgetting.
Don't forget Darren Waller. I know he's not a wide receiver.
Waller, tight end, of course. But, yeah, I mean, it's a loaded receiver room right now in terms of depth. Obviously, we don't have a number 1, but depth. V-Rock says, fantastic night. Thanks. See you tomorrow. V-Rock, be good, man. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Brother.
No, Kenny Galladay's gone, man.
Yeah, he's long gone.
Sayonara.
Adios.
Alleged Legend says, yeah, I said Jamison Crowder. Alleged Legend says, I wonder what the team record is for most spots moving up. I have no idea. But we were certainly aggressive today. And JD says, man, Neal really holds the cards to this offense. Yeah, I mean, think about this, JD. Look at the youth on this offensive line now. You've got Neal, you've got Thomas, you've got Azudu, and now you got JMS.
Yep.
You got 3 guys that are like 24 or younger on the offensive line.
Yep.
They're
How
going
you
to
do
grow
it?
together.
How you do it?
It's going to be beautiful. They're going to be beautiful.
So you do it.
And they're going to add another guard next year. And maybe McKeithen becomes a starter. You don't know. Who knows? Maybe Bredesen becomes the long-term starter. So we got depth too. By adding that center, our interior offensive line depth is actually like really good now. Because now you got Bredesen, Azudu, and Glowinski competing for 2 spots at the guard spot. One of those guys is going to be a really good backup.
Yep.
So we don't have a swing tackle, actually. I wouldn't mind taking a tackle with one of these last picks. I feel like we could use a swing tackle. Wouldn't mind taking a tackle. Gowie's, what's going on? He says, best draft possible so far. Got center Smits. I wanted and Hyatt. I posted on Facebook. They needed to trade up to get him. Both were steals in the draft. I actually wanted Porter. Yeah, I don't consider Porter a very good swing tackle. I don't think he's going to be here much longer. Both were steals in the draft. I actually wanted Porter, but not complaining. Yeah, you can't complain with what we ended up getting. Kinky says, Tana dreams of 300-pound men. I'm dreaming of what Shane Train is going to do next. Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Let's go. And NY Giants 26 says, the GM is legit when he picks late and pulls out bowlers. We really got the 3 players that were all at one point mocked us at 25.
I know. Yeah. That's what's insane.
Wild. McKeithen, educator. That's the guard who got hurt last year. McKeithen. Phillips. Yeah. Good call, Saint. Good call. Oh, God.
What a night.
I'm still in awe, man.
Me too. What a night, bro.
I'm still in awe. But, yeah, I think we're going to close it out because we're not paid. We're done.
We're done.
Enjoy the rest of your night. We'll be live tomorrow. What time does the draft start tomorrow?
12. So we'll be live maybe 1. 1.
Because there's no point in going live at 12.
No.
We're not picking a 170, whatever.
Right.
So we'll go live tomorrow at 1. We'll hang out probably to about 5 or 4:30 or however long it's going to be.
Yep.
And no, ma'am, thank you so much. Draft couldn't have went any better. Now everyone needs to stay healthy and stay on the field. Well, yeah, that's the biggest acquisition this year. We changed the turf, so hopefully that has a big impact on this team in terms of staying healthier. But, dude, there's a trade. Somebody said trade. It's not a Giants trade, is it?
No.
And Kevin Sullivan, thank you very much. He says, I'm going to smoke him because we got him. Let's go.
There you go, baby.
Bad dog. Close it out. Thank you to everybody.
Absolutely.
You guys are fantastic.
Guys, this was an amazing night. One of the best nights I can remember. Glad we got to share with you. I felt like crap when this night started, man. My head was killing me. My stomach hurt. It's amazing what a good draft can do to cure your ailments, man. Joe Shane is the man. You guys are all awesome. I think everybody's going to go to bed pretty happy tonight as a Giants fan. We addressed all 3 of those biggest needs we had. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what Joe Shane has up his sleeve. So I appreciate you having on me, Chris. And I'm going to sleep good tonight, baby.
Let's go. Tomorrow, Chris asked 4 picks tomorrow or 3. We've got, I think, 4. We got a 5th, 6th, and 2 7s. Yeah. But guys, have a great rest of your night. Bad Dog, give them the deuces. Thank you to everybody.
Right,
You guys are the best.
So for the Entertaining Talk of Sports, it's Bad Diggity Dizzle. We dropping deuces, and hopefully we get Deuce Vaughn tomorrow. But we gone. Peace.